Okay, let's see if we can figure this out.
Okay.
Being joined today by Derek, and we're in his house, and we have this all sprawled out. This is the Battle of Qualinost from the Battlesystem box set for D&D and Advanced D&D. Way back in the day, this was released like 84 or 85 or something like that. We have it set up where, do you need your blue line there still?
Oh yeah, no, I don't need that.
So we have the Dragon armies, as you're looking at this, on the right, which is north, and we have the elven armies on the left, which is the south. These open areas here, there's only 3 of them, and the rest is all forest. So these 3 are open areas. These are hills. This is 5 feet, 10 feet in elevation. This is 5, 10, and 15 feet in elevation. We are doing this for the first time. So we are going to be referencing rule books. We're going to be referencing everything. This is probably going to take a little bit while to get through and to understand. So if you've had any better experience, you have any tips or tricks, we'd love to hear them. Put them in the comments. And let's start this thing. So we roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Now with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, you roll initiative every single round, which I always thought was interesting because normally they don't do that in modern game systems.
Let me see. Initiative again was
Just D6.
D6.
6, you go first.
Okay. So does that just mean I just move all my units and then you move all your units, right? And then we go to the next phase, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're basically A and I'm B. So A moves, then B moves. And that goes for battle too. Battle is simultaneous. And so even if he kills all of my troops in his first attack, all of my troops get to react and attack, and then I kill them at the end of their attack.
Yeah. Okay, and so does it
I'm
have...
glad you're going first.
Okay, so initiative. So then after that is initial missile phase. I don't have any missiles that are within range. The only spells I have are really clerical spells. So I got Cure Serious Wounds, Dispel Magic, Power, whatever, Spiritual Hammer, Hold Person, and Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, this is something, because we can have front-loaded 5 spells total. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Cast all your 5 spells, and then I'll cast mine. We just need to make sure we mark off what they are and what bonuses they give, if all that's applicable.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did not check all the spells, so I don't know exactly.
I didn't
what all
either.
of
That's
them.
why I brought the player's handbook.
I can actually pull up my player's handbook. If you want to use yours, I can go grab mine on a tablet. So that way there's one on both sides.
He graciously let me borrow his glasses so I can see, because I forgot mine.
Okay. And so for the first initial missile phase, I'm just going to go to the missile phase of the... I don't have anything that's I think can use for missile. Missile and artillery. Okay. Yeah. Who can use missile? All members of a unit that are armed with missile weapons. Okay, so to be clear, my army has spears, long swords, some weapon that does 1d8 poison and 2d4 poison, or 2d4 normal. So I have no ranged weapons here. My dragons have a ranged breath weapon. What is the dragon's range for their breath weapon?
What kind of dragon is it? Red?
Red. They're all red. So it really only tells you about the dragon. It doesn't actually have a stat block for the red dragons.
Right. So special attacks, breath weapon. The red dragon is usually found in the hills. The red dragon is able to attack by means of claw, bite, routine, or by breathing a cone of fire 9 inches long, 3 inches base.
So would that be...
Speaking red dragons are 40% likely to employ spells.
So that means it can only hit like 1 square and a half. 9 inches long? It's because these are like...
Well, no, because there is a conversion for AD&D on distances, right?
Yeah.
Where was that?
I don't think I can do it anyway right now, but...
Right, yeah. I'm definitely too far away for that.
Okay.
Right.
Each square is a group of soldiers. All the miniatures are basically characters. And Ember does have Verminard riding him.
Oh, okay.
Because why would I not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do any ranged attack right now, so you, I think, are too far to do ranged as well. So we're going to skip that for now, and I'm just going to do movement. So just to make
did you want to do your spells all first?
I don't want to cast any spells yet.
Okay.
I'm going to hold off on casting spells. Do you have spells you want to cast?
No, well, the problem is no, because the only thing I would do would be haste, and that only lasts duration for 3 rounds plus 1 round per level, so I want to wait until you get closer.
Yeah, they're all short durations is the thing I saw too. So, okay, so just to make sure I'm clear, it says here for my unit of hobgoblins, their movement is 9. So do I move 9 inches, or do I move at a lower conversion rate? Because
in the forest, it's a third of your movement.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is 9 my actual base unit, or is there conversion that I'm missing somewhere?
Oh, these should be the converted ones, I think.
Okay,
9 inches.
So that means I can only move 3 inches, which is what I expected. But now the forced march unit is base-to-base contact with an enemy. No, that's withdrawal. Units divided into... Cannot be base-to-base. Units can make a forced march, must make a morale check at the end of its move. If the check fails, the unit attack AR worsens. A unit with an attack rating of 15 then makes a forced march at 3 rounds. Okay. The unit that makes the forced march moves 1 plus 1/2 of its normal move. So I'm going to do a forced march, which means that they get to do... So they would normally get to do, on a forced march, they would get to do... so what is that? It can be like 4.5, so that'd be 13.5 inches, but I could do 1/3 of 13.5 inches. Does that sound right?
For a forced march?
Yeah, but I have to do a morale check. If I fail it, my AR worsens. So that 13.5 divided into 1/3 would be 4.25 inches. It's not worth it. It's actually 4.25 inches. Isn't worth making the roll. I'll just move 3 inches forward. So it's just not worth it. So anyway, so I'm going to move 1 model like this. And that's 3 inches normal movement. And then I'm going to just push everyone else up. Just get everyone else up into that. Try to get as close to the movement without overdoing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Come on, Viewmaster. You can do it. Okay, after that, I'm going to move... Now, this is the thing. Since they're not in close formation, do they have to wheel?
I mean, as long as you're within your commander, within his range, I assume they can just move however, because it's open.
Yeah. Now, question on the dragons. Can they take off from a forested area? Or do they have to get to a clearing to take off? That's something I'm not certain of. Because I did not read anything on that. So, do you want to make a calling on that? Do I have to be in an open area to fly? Or do I have to be...
I think you can fly, but it'll probably do... That initial takeoff will be the 3rd movement.
A 1/3 of your movement gone? Gotcha.
To get above it.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay. All right, so then this unit over here, do you want me to measure from the furthest guy over and just do that? Because this is my Black Legion.
As long as they all move in the same amount.
Okay, so they're 9 inches, so they can only move 3 inches. So they're going to go right. They're going to follow the river, basically. So he moved the furthest. Everyone else is just kind of just moving up with him. This is the problem. I'm going to have this bottleneck with these units.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm going to move the Draconians, who even suck even more. because they only have a movement of 6.
Oh, hold on a second. So this says units in closed or open formation can also change direction by changing face. So all you can do is right face, left face, or about face. So you're going to have to do the
wheel.
The wheel, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. So
a third of, so if it's going to, changing direction by wheeling movement costs 5 inches.
Wait, what?
And you only have 3.
That doesn't make any sense.
So you would have to, I mean, it would just have to be.
Is he saying that the wheel they're measuring that 5 inches to make the wheel? Is that
Yeah, from the outside of it is 5 inches.
Yeah, because you're measuring the furthest distance, right?
Right.
So I can't do full 5 inches. I just moved 3 inches as far as I could go.
Okay.
Does that sound fair, or do you think I should take that back? Because that's all I did was move. I took this guy 3 inches, but this guy only went less than 3 inches. This guy went a lot less than 3 inches.
Yeah, and that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then this guy over here, these guys only have 2 inch. No, wait, sorry. They have a 6 inch move on ground. So the Draconians are super slow because they normally can only move 6, which means they get a third of that means they can only move 2 inches.
Right.
So they're only gonna barely move at all. So
good. They're dangerous. you can keep them out of the party if you want.
Well, the problem is I don't think they're going to get into the party because I knew that they were going to have slow movement, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's less than 2 inches because they're going to have the other unit in front of them. Okay.
Yeah, we're figuring this out. We'll get it.
All right, and then this guy's going to just stay right here, and then so these guys are going to take off and fly. So the dragons are going to take off.
So there's 3 elevation points, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to stay at the first one? You're going to go higher?
Stay at the first one.
Okay. So there's just a third of your movement to get to that first point, and then if you're just going to hover or move from there.
I'm going to move from there. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the movement is normally 24 inches. So that means a quarter of that is, or a third of that's gone, right?
Right.
So we're going to be flying what? Is
that 7?
Yes,
That's 8.
7, not quite 8 inches.
Math.
Yeah.
I need a calculator.
Yeah, 7. So we'll do 7 inches. So they get 14-inch movement. We'll just go with that. 14-inch movement. So that would be this range right here. So these guys are going to go.
Ooh. I don't like that.
They're going to fly right here. And they're not going the full 14. They're just going to fly up here. And they're going to stay about that 1.
Right,
14,
that first range up.
And they're going to come across over here. So they're above the forest, but only just.
Right. So can we, let's find out what that height is so I know my range with my arrows.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's going to be in the back right. That's where the flying creatures are.
Right.
Flying movement. They're literally 4.
So low is
creatures.
30 feet or 1 inch. So you went 1 inch up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're, okay, yeah. So you're at 1 inch. Gotcha.
Okay, and then there's 4 inches, and then there's 8 inches.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
Cool.
So hold on a second. It says to fly up costs extra. It takes 1/3 of a figure's flying movement to rise 1 altitude level. So that's 2/3 of your total movement just to get out of the forest and to that first
Okay,
altitude.
then let's pull back 7 inches. Because
And
that
you
would
weren't
be more.
that far from that anyway, but
Yeah, we'll just go back to about right here.
but you can drop down at any speed.
Yeah. So they will be right here, actually, but they're up 1
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
That sounds good. So that's all my movement. Do you have any movement you'd like to do?
Yes, for sure. I want to make sure that we're clear on when you're descending. It doesn't normally cost you anything, but because you're going to be descending, if you descend in forest, we'll have that be the 1/3. Same to get in and out.
That sounds fair. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So movement. What am I going to do? I'm going to start with Parsalian. What are you going to do, Parsalian? Where are you, Parsalian?
It's going to nuke somebody.
Well, he might be too far to do anything.
Well, I think for
because he's only 1 inch of sight of casting, which is horrible. How long does invisibility last? Just as long until you mess it up? It's a full turn for anyone to cast any spell. That whole turn that they can't
Is it
do
a
anything.
full round or a full turn?
Well, a full round. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
All they can do is
'cause
cast.
That's the thing I hate about AD&D, or like the first edition, was you have rounds and turns, and like which one's I keep forgetting which one's which.
Okay, so this says the duration is until he does something, because it's just any form of attack, he's immediately visible. So Parsalian is going to turn invisible with that spell. That's his turn. And then that's the second Qualinosti. That's the one over there. I want to leave them there. All the elves I want to leave. The humans, I'm going to have them advance. Their movement is a third of 9. So they can go 2. So you can move through, but I can't rest on the people.
No, you can't stop your movement on top of another model.
So I'm going to have these elves, because the elves can move. This is the first unit. Their movement is 9, and they're not hindered, so they're just going to move out of the way. And that treant, they can only move 2, so the treant, he's not bothered by it either. Elf, elf, human, elf, elf. Treant movement is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he'll stay here. And these guys have 2, so they move up 1, 2, 1, 2.
And so for me to understand the reasoning for you doing this, just to make sure I'm clear, is he can, if I try to charge in there, I automatically, if I move more than my 2/3 of my movement, I have to stop at the edge of the woods to hit him if I wanted to charge him, right?
I mean, that would be my interpretation, but...
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're both on the same page before we get to that point, because I don't want you to do something and realize, oh, wait a second, that would not be fair. So I want to make sure that is the case.
I think that's good, yeah. And then they're going to move up with them. I want the humans to get... I should have thought about this beforehand. One would think that I would have thought about this. He'll just move 3. Portios can move whatever, but he has a 9 move, so he'll move forward 3. And we're just waiting, watching and waiting. We can hear you tromping through our beautiful forest, desecrating it with every step.
Problem is you're going to see me long before I can see you. So...
Okay, so hold on a second. So the spell, we got to do this. Initiative phase was done. Missile phase is done. Rally phase is kind of irrelevant at this point. Movement phase, missile and magic phase, melee phase, and end of game round phase.
Okay, so just for tracking of turns.
So I did movement.
We got turn 1 right there.
Okay, I can see it there.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just want to make sure it's on camera.
So I think that we're going to be done with turn 1 rather quickly with nothing happening.
Yeah, because there's nothing else. So my movement, no one else did any magic. It was just Parsalian, and he stayed right there. So my movement's done. Are you going to do any of the others?
Nope, I'm done.
Or can you? Yeah, you can't. So it's the second, right?
So flip it to turn 2, yeah.
And initiative. Oh, 3-5, you're up again.
Okay, let's see.
This is going to get messy really quick.
Yeah, there's no scenario. There's no initial missile phase, unless you have something you want to do.
What's range? Because I can shoot through the force as normal as elves, right?
Yeah. So you're going to make me into a pincushion really quick.
So the long range is 24, medium is 14. How far are you from these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from the back guy is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So from here, these two guys up, these can all fire on your front row, I think. Mm-hmm. So yes, I do want to do that.
Okay, go ahead.
How? Okay, so we're going to do...
This is the part that I've been dreading. This is the...
We had to get to it eventually.
It's just like melee, except for there's no hitting back. I can't hit you back. You just hit me, and I take the damage. So let's see. This is my hobgoblins.
So AR of attacker, armor class of defender, subtract AC from AR.
So mine's 5 and yours is 17, so 12.
So 12 is the total. Roll 2d6, add that number to the result of 12. Add it to 12.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So
that's 21.
21 on the
Determine the type of damage the attacker does.
What kind of...
this is...
The bows, right?
Yeah, the range is 14, so that's medium.
And it's 1d6. So 1d6 will do 3.
Is it? But doesn't the damage?
The damage is determined by your 21 versus the 1d6 column, and it says 3 on it. That's what I think it is.
What are you looking at?
Right here on the damage to attack roll. Your total was 21. You just go straight across to the 1d6, and it does a total of 3. Does that look right?
Weapon damage. Okay, so but this. What if it's a sword?
Then you use the
'Cause
other
sword.
1d8 because you're using the sword. Then you're not using a sword right now. You're using
Oh, bow. I understand what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 3. This is so confusing. Dice conversion. Convert damage to single dice. Cross-reference the dice column with the attack found in System B combat results table in the back. The number of... Okay, multiply the hit dice of damage done by the number of figures that attacked. So it was from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? Was I counting it wrong earlier? What's the long ranges? Oh, 14.
Yeah, 14.
13, 14.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
7. Okay.
So 7 times 3 is 21.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Math? So 21 hit dice of damage done.
Okay.
Determine how many enemy figures are killed by the 21 hit die of damage.
Okay, so hit die for me is 10. So you did 21. That means I lose 2 and 1 is wounded, right? Or no, not you need more than 1/3 to do
Right.
1. So 2 models are completely just killed, right?
Yes.
So boom,
So they
2
fill
models
in from the back.
are dead.
That's pretty awesome. So, okay, and that's because you didn't do any damage to me initially, and so it was just me reacting, and that's why I didn't take any damage from anyone.
Yep.
Okay.
And because we're also it's
And
melee.
no one else can do anything.
Yep.
Because it's not my turn to move yet. That was just the initial fire, right? So then, rally phase. They didn't lose that much as far as that
Yeah. What is
unit.
the morale phase? Basically says, let's see. Morale phase says that when a
Side A
unit
tends to rally any mobs
when
of the
to
routed
check.
forces.
Immediately after a unit has lost 25% of its original figures. So that did not happen yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're moving on to the movement phase. Side A goes first.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do
That's
our
you.
movement. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and hit
This is so
3 inches. Here we go for our little trudge.
So for victory, this just goes on forever, right?
No, it goes on for 12 rounds.
Okay.
At the end of 12 rounds, you win if I do not have 12 models off the table, which I don't see how I can, because I don't see how I can. My movement is so slow. And you're going to pin cushion me with arrows. And then if these guys ever break and they run through another unit, that unit immediately has to make a morale check because the other unit that broke went through them. So that's the only thing I'm worried about is if these guys do break, are they going to make my Draconians break? So
Oh man.
that's my
I'm gonna have to deal with that if it comes up.
yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. If I can get into combat, I think I'll be all right. But getting into combat's the problem. So these guys can only move 2 inches. Draconians can't run unless they're charging. Okay, so this dragon is flying, so these guys are going to go underneath, so they're going to be on the other side. So just to make sure I'm understanding, if a dragon is flying, I can still have it above the units below it, right?
Right.
We're not going to make the rule where they can't.
No.
Okay. So he moved the most, and these guys are here just kind of like barely moving. Wheel to the left forward! And he is underneath him. I'll just say he's right there. Top of them. Just make sure. 2 inches.
God, this river really changes everything in this.
Yeah, it's like I knew this was going to be a bottleneck. And since the dragons can't really carry anything, based on the rules that we have, I can't really take people across the river to drop them off.
Right.
So that's the only thing. It's like,
Well, technically you could do one rider at a time, right? Oh, no, because they're 10, so you could only do the heroes.
yeah.
Right.
So that's like, I'm going to just move this guy over here, and then he's just going to turn. This guy's going to go up here and turn. This guy's going to go up here and only turn a little bit. That's well within 24. So
Yeah.
they're just kind of like prepping themselves.
Okay, so that's your movement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my move. I got to get these humans. And what was theirs again? They can only move 3. Because it's 9. So a third of that is 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Well, it's just filling in.
Yeah, just follow up.
1, 2, 3. Now, because this is already, like, am I just filling in from the back, do you think?
Yeah. But if you want to, you can move the other unit out. If you wanted to move your elves first, you can move them first. Then you could fill them in behind if you wanted to.
I want the elves to stay put.
Okay, that's cool.
I want them to be as hidden and cozy as possible to just pepper you. Except for these guys. Maybe I could move them. I don't want them to be inside of them, though. Because you're just going to, like, breathe down on top of me. But
And
then I could get you, though.
How does Dragon Fear work? Does Dragon Fear have...
It does. Hold on. It does have a thing here on that. Watchers with less than 1 hit die automatically panic and flee for 48 turns. Dragons stay in the air as much as possible during melee to cause awe and stay out of handheld weapon range. If the combat area is dusty, they beat their wings to stir up clouds. They never... Watchers with 1 to 3 hit dice must roll a successful saving throw. So they have to be within sight. Even if dragons are subject to these effects of good dragons... If the draconians are within 12 inches of evil dragons, they serve, however, to have a +1 bonus to hit. So all others must roll successful. The power of cause of awe is one of dragon's most potent weapons. Flying or charging causes awe under the following conditions. So what are these hit dice? Hit dice is 10, 30, 10, 12, 10, 10, 7. So yeah, it doesn't look like our fear is going to do anything because it's only if it's up to 3 hit dice. All others must roll successful saving throw versus spell or suffer -1 to hit.
Okay, so they just get scared, maybe get a -1 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are the saving throws on the character sheet? Are they on here?
Yeah, it's the PPD, PP, RSW, BW, and SP.
Okay, so against spell, breath weapon, whatever.
Yeah, rod, staff, wand.
Yeah.
So a spell is 12. So yeah, the higher it is, you have to go over that.
Yep.
It's got to be that. Okay,
Yep.
so that's what we're going to do. So 12. Ooh, that's a 10.
So they just have a -1?
So they have
Do you need...
attack rating modifiers -1. And this is the second Qualinost group. Ooh, is -1. And human can't see it, human can't see it. That's elf. That's a 15, so they did it.
Oh.
Barrel is an elf.
That makes it easier.
8 is a -1. And Sorrel, 8 is -1. They only had to get a 10, and I still messed it up. Elf Porthios is a 10. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing well here. Spell is a 12 for Lauren Loff. -1. These dragons are scary, man.
Yeah.
So a treant does not have that range. You're above the tree line. And so the human can't see it. Okay, so that's done. Dragons are scary. Officially.
Well, that's, like, by lore, makes sense, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I loved about DragonLance is that it leaned into that. And I thought that was just so cool.
Unless, of course, you had a unit of Kender.
Yeah, well. Then they're just fascinated. Like, oh, I got this funny feeling deep inside. Okay, so that was the movement phase. Is that correct?
Yep.
Your movement phase? Now I got to move mine?
Now it's your movement.
Okay.
If you choose to.
So their movement is 12. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can ground your guys if I hit each of those dragons. Because dragons can't fly if they're hurt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're in trees still. So I'll do that. These guys are going to be exposed. Oh shit, the water. Or sorry, shoot.
You can get one behind them, yeah.
So we'll do what we have to.
Or if you want to slide them over a little bit, you can. So you can get them on.
Yeah, this grid is helpful in lining stuff up, but we're not really paying that much attention to it.
Yeah, I'm mostly just doing inches.
Okay, so these guys I think I want to... Well, this is the whole unit, so I'd have to move the whole unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave that.
Any officers or leader commanders you have with them, yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys don't have any leaders. And I need someone there.
Do you want to take one of your elves over there? You have an elf over there?
I have to, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay with...
Yeah, that's fine. Because they should have their leader. I mean, I think it even tells you which one their leader is supposed to have, doesn't it?
So that is Daryl Cliffscaler, unit commander. I don't have a Daryl Cliffscaler.
Yeah, I think like I said, the lists are screwed up. Like,
okay, so she was Lauren Loff, I think. Lead figure, yeah. So that's Lauren Loff. Okay, not Daryl, and that is not Garen. So Worrell Green. So this is the first. This guy is the green.
Mm-hmm.
Green is Sorrel Oak friend. This doesn't make sense to me.
I know, it's like they made like a much bigger battle, and they probably like messed things up, and they said, oh, let's remove these guys because we don't need them, and they forgot they removed the wrong ones.
World question. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're good then. The Treant is gonna stay where he is. I think he already moved anyway. So my movement's done.
Okay.
So that's the missile and magic phase.
Yes. Do you have any shooting?
Well, you're first. Do you have any?
Shooting, I don't. Magic, I have, but I don't know if I have anything that's within range yet.
So you're gonna skip that part?
I mean, my range for my breath weapon was only 9 inches, right?
Right.
So I mean, I only got 2 squares away that I can. So they need to be within that range for me to shoot at them with breath weapon. Other than that, I don't have anything. My spells, I don't have anything that I really want to use yet, because none of my clerics, their units are wounded. Only the hobgoblins have been wounded. So there's not like a whole lot I can do there. Yeah, I'm done with magic. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not going to do any magic. I'm going to do missile fire, side A, remaining eligible missiles.
So that means all the guys that didn't shoot in the initial
Right.
can shoot now however you want to shoot them.
So I've got, it was 2, 4, 7, it was 7 of them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So 2, 4, 6, probably that guy's 7. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minimum. And I can go up to 21 for long range.
Okay.
Okay. So that 7 is going to attack this orc group. I can't remember how we did it. It was 2d6. So it was 12, right?
Yeah, I had 5 for my thing. 12 was 12 after the 17. Yeah,
Right.
so then you just added
12,
2d6.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20 on the 2d6 chart is going to be 3 again.
Still. Okay, so that's 3 times 7, or it was 8. So that's 24.
24. So that will be almost. So that means
That's just 2.
2 and 1 wounded because there's more than a third of the thing, right? Is that right?
I don't know, what's their hit points?
Their hit points are 10 hit
Hit
dice.
die.
They have 10 hit dice.
So 24, it would have to be 20. Oh, a third of the
A
hit
third of
points.
it.
So yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
If it's over half, they die. It's considered.
So that group's done. These elves. So I'm going to have the unit attack Verminard's dragon. I'm going to have him, if he has a bow. Lauren does not, but she does have fireball.
Ooh.
So I think she's going to do Verminard.
Oh.
They're going to do this second dragon, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's medium 14. I'm not doing the negatives for distance because there are negatives to hit.
Yeah, you're within 10 on all of them on Verminard, but on the other guy, you're at 12 or less.
So I need to find the range. Okay, so -2 at all medium ranges. So -2 to hit for that whole unit. So
Okay.
that is the border guards. So that means their attack rating is now 17 because it's normally 19.
So wait, are there different damages for different sizes of creature?
It has to be like...
There's small, medium, and it says large, and there's like damage
I don't think that's
versus
the damage,
opponent.
it's the hit, right?
No, I'm not talking about the hit. I'm talking about the damage to hit. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Sorry, I just was looking at the weapons, and I'm like,
right.
I'm like looking at it going, wait a second. It says damage versus opponent, and then there's small, medium, and then there's large column. I'm like, what is that all about? Okay, never mind. Just ignore that. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but yeah.
Okay, so this is the only unit that was not affected by the dragon breath.
Okay.
So that's 17 or -2 is 17 minus your, what's the dragon's AC?
Dragon's AC, that one is C, so that's Cole. Cole is AC is -1.
So 18. That sucks. Okay, so 18 plus these two rolls. Is that right?
I don't know because
My attack rating is 17. If I would normally subtract your armor class, but because yours is a negative, it makes it harder to hit you, so I have to add it to my total to make it harder to hit you. But these are like auto hit, it seems like.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because like you'd think that it would be like the opposite. It's like the lower the number was, the more difficult it would take away from it. But I don't know how you would do that. How would you do that?
Well, usually with Thaco, you have to add it. So if my Thaco to hit 0 is 10, and you have a good, I would only have to roll over a 10 to hit you. But because you have a negative, I have to add it to that. So now it's over 12 to hit you. So it's harder to hit you.
Gotcha.
But with this, it must have like, the attack roll must have like variations or something.
Well, this is the attack / it means this the results and the damage. They're like making the attack and damage all one roll.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I have to get it's 7, it's a minus what, 1?
Minus 1 armor class, yeah.
So 18. So then I take my attack rating of 18 and roll 2d6.
Yeah. That
This
seems
is
like you
so
do a lot
weird.
of damage.
Well, I don't know, because some of these are like 1s and 2s,
Yeah.
So let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 28. So 28 with arrows is d6.
It's 0.5.
28. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely worse because fewer of them hit you. So that's times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 6.
6. Okay.
So you do 6 hit die. What's
6
your hit die?
hit dice for Cole are 10.
Okay, so at least you're wounded.
You're wounded. Yep.
That's something.
So Cole is wounded.
Okay, now Leaf Blower, Lauren Luff, has Fireball. That's a 3rd level magic user spell. She moved, so she can't do that. Yeah, because that's supposed to take your whole turn of casting spells. And she doesn't have any weapons. She has a longsword. Well, farts. Okay, so she can't do anything. Let's see. Parsalian. This is the spell range, right? What's the range of... I can't count the range before I say what I'm going to do.
You're not supposed to.
But I can guesstimate.
Yeah, you honestly, to me, it doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal because we're still figuring everything out anyway.
Right. Those dragons. All right,
So the dragons,
missile and magic
when they're
range done.
wounded, what happens when they're wounded? They have to land.
They have to immediately land no matter what.
Okay, so he's no longer. So he's wounded.
Oh, right.
So
He's hit, yeah.
So he's
on the
wounded.
ground.
So he is now no longer at high altitude. He's now
Correct.
down there. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. Should have gone for Verminard.
It's okay. Verminard's not that important.
Now it's melee phase. No one can do melee.
Nope.
Because no one's close. Individual combat, we can't do that. End of game round phase.
Okay, so now we just go.
Wow.
Okay, turn 3. All right, let's go for initiative.
This is so weird. Okay. 3.
You win.
I get to go first. This is crazy. All right. So we're not going to worry about that right now. This unit is going to fire on that dragon to try to kill it.
Sounds good.
Does it?
Oh,
Sounds good to me.
It sounds like it's going to happen no matter what.
Right.
If you want, you can use my other die if you don't want to roll twice.
Yeah, that'd be great. So we're at 18. So I have a -1 and you have a +1,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a -2. Well, hold on. What the fuck? It's a 19 to start, and then I have a minus. Well, I don't have the -1 AR because they saved. So your armor class was -1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23.
So that's better for a
That's-
D6. That's 2.
That's 2. That's going to be a lot more damage.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 24 hit die. Is that right?
Yeah, that's going to kill it.
Are these wounded? No, they're just peasants. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 dragon down,
One dragon. Cole is dead.
and that's just initial missile
And
phase.
that's just from arrows.
So initial missile phase is not the same as spell, so she cannot act anything.
Okay.
'Cause she doesn't have missiles. These guys can, though. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you're within 21 of them. And that means it's at -2 for range. -2 on medium. No, that's longer than medium. It's 21, right? So it's -5. But these ones are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the whole unit acts as 1, right?
Well, you can split the unit doesn't have to act as one. You can split fire. So say like you have guys that can do shoot at short range. Count only the ones that can shoot at short range, and then start counting the ones that can only shoot at medium range.
9.
Yeah.
So these 5 can do short range.
So do that as a single attack right now.
8, 9. Okay, so those 5. They have the -1 from the dragon because that's the big group.
Yeah, and this is the hobgoblins. So they have a 5 AC.
So 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15 because of my modifier, because it makes it harder. So 15, oh geez. So 11, that's 26.
Also, they're in skirmish formation or they're open formation, so that means you get a negative on hitting them when you're shooting at open formation, right? Yeah, so it says right here on page 19, table 13, missile fire modifiers. If the opponent is skirmish formation, if the target is in the woods or behind hedges, if the target is in a building or wall, missile using troops are mounted,
Right.
missile using troops using...
Oh, here's your range. Medium or long. Okay. Standard
yeah, right
80
there.
in-game penalty. Okay. So they're in medium range.
Okay.
So that's a +2. Plus they're in open formation. So that's a +3.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, so that means it was 19, 20, minus the armor class of 5.
5, and
is
then
15.
minus 1 more,
plus
right?
3.
Or +1, right?
Well, it's +1 plus their medium. Did I already? No, I didn't do that. So that's +3. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Crunchy.
So- Your armor class is what?
5.
5. Okay, so that's 14 plus the dragon is 15 because I'm scared. Plus 16, 17, 18. So 18 plus 11 is 29.
29.
So 29 at D6 is 0.2. And that was only 5. So that's 2.5 hit die.
2.5 hit die is not enough to wound one.
Okay.
Actually, but it's enough to do damage, and there is a wounded one, so that one automatically dies, right?
I don't know.
Because when you have a wounded one, if you take any damage, it just goes away.
Right.
So,
Okay. So then the next one is going to be long range, and that's a +5. Plus they're open, that's a +6. Plus the dragon, that's a +7. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I mean, I might as well. I got nothing to lose. Oh, geez. 27,
so
9.
35. Oh my gosh, it's 0.
Okay, so it was just too far, too much in between, and they couldn't hit it. So these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'd say it's 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're right. From even the furthest one is 12.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay, so this unit is going to try to hit Verminard. That's 12 is medium range, so that's a 2. And they are this first group, so they lost it. That's +3, so that's a 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26. If 6 hits die is 1. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 12 hit die on the dragon.
12 hit die on the dragon? He only has, that's Ember?
Yeah.
Ember only has 11.
Oh! Down goes Ember! And Verminard's like, oh, snap!
So does he like immediately die, or because he was?
I don't think you would. I don't know.
Because he's at a low altitude.
Yeah. Falling is based on 1d6 for each 10 feet of distance.
And so I was at low altitude. Low altitude was measured at 30 feet, right?
Yeah, I think that was correct. Yeah, 30 feet or 1 inch. So 10, that's 3d6.
3d6. So what happens if he takes? He takes 5 and so 7 damage.
That's nothing.
7 damage for him. He has Verminard has 50. So
Dude, he has the superhero drop and everything.
okay, so
That's nothing. In full armor, too.
he's like, oh, superhero jump, superhero landing.
That's so funny.
All right.
I feel like we're doing this wrong or something because
You know
it
what?
shouldn't be that easy to kill dragons.
Well, but you got to remember, each one of those squares is not just one guy. Each one of those squares is like 5 to 10 dudes.
Right, that's
so
true.
that's not like just
That's true.
not like you just shot a dragon with 10 guys. You shot a dragon with like 50 some odd guys. It wasn't
Right.
like, and so
Right. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so that was just the initial missile phase.
yes.
The initial missile phase. So that's rally phase. Side A attempts to rally any mobs. No one was routed.
No one's routed, so no one rallies needed.
Movement phase. All right, you're up.
Okay, movement phase. Well, Verminard,
Wait, did you go first or I go first?
you went first.
Right, so I gotta move. Right?
Yeah, Verminard is right there.
Yeah, but they can't attack. They've already attacked.
Yeah,
However, what's her butt name? Lauren Laugh can. This movement, it's not attack. If she moves, she can't do her spell. So she's staying. They're gonna stay right there because they can grab that other dragon there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can do the arc. I'll have them do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll just arc them that way, so that they're closer on that far end. Movement phase.
Can they move full movement when they shot? Not sure if that's how that works.
I mean, yeah, because you have your move and your attack.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was like a limitation.
They won't be on the regular melee phase where you would normally do your missile fire.
Uh-huh.
They've already done that, so they can't do that then.
Okay.
But in this this version, okay. So movement. These guys are going to move. They only have a 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then the commander's staying with them. These guys are going to stay because you're coming to me, so I'm just going to keep peppering you. These guys are kind of useless right now. I'm going to move them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's this line right here. And they can go straight up.
And just to remind people that this right here just means there's a hill. So they're just standing on a hill.
Yeah, so this particular place, they went up a little bit and they just sort of skirted that. These guys stayed on the low ground. So these guys are a little bit elevated. That's their move phase. Their leader goes with them. Parsalian's move is 12, so it's a third of that. Oh my gosh, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's invisible still because he hasn't done anything. Porthios hasn't done anything either. This guy is useless. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who is this guy? He's red.
Who's one of your
Red in the
elves?
bow. That's Narek Cleanblade. He has a movement of 9. He's human, so that's... Oh, jeez, it's 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. He's just moving behind them. They're not going to move because they want to cast Fireball. The Treant. The treant can go... Where's my treant? 12.
Holy crap.
1, 2, 3. Well, you know what?
Is he going to charge?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to attack Toda directly.
Can he do it that way?
I don't know.
Yes, that's the one thing. Is that he was part of the unit. So I don't know.
So no, he won't be. He'll be able to attack the unit.
Yeah.
Unless you step out of the unit.
Yeah.
So this huge tree, and it's just like, come and get me, little Toady.
He's like,
what you got?
Better part of valor?
So that's the movement phase. So now it's the missile and magic. Oh no, you move now. Now it's your turn.
Now it's my move.
Now
Okay.
you're just gonna move right past my treant.
So these guys right here. So wait, did he charge?
No, he just does normal movement.
Okay, so if they charge,
Mama.
charge is 1.5 times movement, and that means I only get 4. I normally get 3 inches, so that means I get 4.5 inches directly into contact with the front row of your humans.
So is a charge an automatic attack?
No, a charge just puts us into melee combat.
Gotcha.
You have to. So all the charge does means is that we can now fight hand to hand.
Yeah.
So these guys right here are gonna go up here.
To charge unit must be able to move at least 2/3 its normal movement rate before it comes into base-to-base contact.
So you can't charge if you're like less than 2/3. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah. And you only have 1/3 of normal movement, which was 3, right?
A regular unit that charges in closed formation gets a -1 bonus. I'm not getting that -1 bonus.
Can you charge in open formation, though?
Well, yeah, you can. It's just a situation of you can charge in any formation. It's just a situation that's just used to gain. It's just used to get.
So at the
into
end of the move, the
combat.
charge unit must be in base-to-base contact with an enemy unit,
Mhm.
and it must attack the figure during the melee. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it does. Is it means I'm just basically going charge, and everyone's running as fast as they can to get into combat. But I have to move at least 2/3 of my movement in a straightforward motion to consider it a charge.
Right. If a unit in open or mob formation fails to end its charge in base-to-base contact, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So these guys right here are going to be out here still because
Right. You're open.
yeah, they're still open. So I'm going to just push those guys over.
So you've only got 3 guys that can actually
Yeah,
hit?
max of 3 guys can get into combat.
Get them! Close your range. They're hitting us with their
Now,
doggone arrows.
My question is though, do we I'll push these guys over a little bit.
Do you?
My question is, what happens when we get into melee? Like, what is charging? Does charging do anything else? I don't remember if it does anything else for us. Because once we're in base-to-base contact, we're just fighting. So, if when we're engaged, can you shoot at a unit that's engaged? Because will you take a chance of shooting your own units? That's the only thing I was wondering about.
Oh, I don't
remember
think
seeing that
so.
anywhere.
Yeah, in normal D&D you do, advanced D&D, but not in. I didn't see it in this one.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is I didn't see it either, and that's why I was curious. So, it's a situation of, yeah, can you shoot into a combat? Because if you do shoot into a combat, what happens? Because they're not just standing there. They're all pretty and nice. They're actually swirling around with each other kind of thing. Okay. Again, 2 inches. These guys are going to choose the charge into your treant. Okay, so their normal movement is going to be, for them, is 9. And so everything is the same. 9 plus half their movements can be 14. And then I can only move 1/3, so 4.5, 5 inches, something like that. 4.5 inches, something like that.
That'll reach.
Well within reach. So they just basically just come into contact with your dude.
Hey guys, this tree has eyes.
Does he cause fear? Do I need to roll anything?
treant?
Because I can now see him. He's like,
I don't see anything about it. It just says it can cause 2 trees to move and attack as treants. That's it.
Okay, they're there. All right, and then these guys right here are going to move their 2 inches. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, they're here. He's here. And this guy is in this unit. Okay, so he's a cleric.
So what about Verminard and your other dragon?
Verminard, his movement is 12. So, because he's going to do nothing anyways, he is going to move, because these guys already shot, right?
Right.
So they can't shoot again.
Right.
And so what he's going to do is he's going to just, I guess, move into a closer distance. I believe he has a good, does he have a good spell? He's cause serious wounds / cure serious wounds.
I think it's one of each.
Animate dead, cause disease. Hey, why not? Okay. So we're going to go up here. He's going to get right there in their face.
Can you get there in the move?
He can do 12, so he can move 4 inches easily.
Yeah, that'll do
That
it.
was well within 4. Okay, this guy right here, he is going to charge, and he is going to charge into
Well, you can't,
that unit.
because you're not going to be melee, right?
Oh, he's flying into the charge, because they're right there on the edge, and they're well within 24 inches.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't the distance that I was questioning. It was the fact of whether it was a melee or not. Because charging is for...
Charging is to close the distance. It's not actual combat. It just means that you're now in melee combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's 18 inches right there. So he easily can fly down here. Charges into this unit.
They're like, oh my god!
Okay.
There's a dragon!
Yeah. And
Okay, is that the end of the movement?
let's see. Is that everybody? I think so. Okay.
Okay. So now it's the magic. Side A uses remaining eligible magic. Okay, so for my magic, oh boy, I'm gonna have to throw the fireball past you.
And then if it does 2-inch radius, that would be that you do.
You have to be within the
It would be.
inch, right?
Yeah, it'd have to be within an inch.
So I just cast it on you.
Yeah. Right.
And
Yeah.
it's within 5.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Okay, so it's saying that damage on an individual is figured out as normal damage. So I think you have to save versus spell.
Yep.
For half damage.
So I rolled a 1.
Oh, geez. Delivers damage proportionate to the level of the magic user who cast it. 1 6-sided die for each level of experience.
Okay.
So I'm only 5th level.
Only.
So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19 damage.
That's pretty good. So that means he's taken 26 total damage.
Out of 50?
Out of 50. So he's more than half injured.
Jeez.
What is it? What's his name? Is it Midnight? Is the name of his magical mace? Is that what it is?
Oh, Knight. It was Knight something, right? I can't remember. Anyway, so that was her turn for spells. They can't attack, or they can't cast any magic. Parsalian. What do you have? Well, he can't move anymore, so anything he does has to be at a distance.
And did he move before he moved, so now he can cast?
Well, yeah, this is past the move phase, though, so it doesn't matter.
But I mean, if he moves, he can still cast, right?
No, you're right.
Okay.
He did not move, but he's still not within range.
Okay.
So he can't do anything. I'm not using him as best as I should. So
to be completely honest, I don't think I used those dragons as best as I should. So let's be honest.
It's the first time we're doing this. We'll figure it out. So Portheus did move, so he can't use any magic. And you're in the air, so I can't hit you. Well, it doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm not in the air anymore. He's
that one?
Yeah, he's down. He flew down to charge.
That's where I was confused. Okay.
Yeah, so he's basically flying down to the ground. That's where.
So it's magic, missile fire, and artillery. Okay, so I can't do anything with that. Does black? Who is that?
I don't know.
This is the board.
Is that green?
That's not the border guard. That's the
that's
first
green.
Qualinosti. So that's Sorel. Sorel has moved. His longsword can't do anything because I'm not next to you. And he's part of the unit anyway. So the unit can't attack you because they already cast their stuffs. Okay, these guys don't have any magic. He can't do any magic because he moved. Okay, that's... Everyone used their... Did I use all of these? I only did the first 5, right? In the arrows?
Mm-hmm. So
that means these guys get to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
But can the guys in melee combat shoot? Pass-through fire can be used against enemies units that subsequently engaged the firing unit. Oh, that's like a stand and shoot type thing. That's like if you didn't shoot, like if I charged you, you could shoot me when I'm closing the distance.
I would have.
So you can still shoot at him, but you have to shoot at him in melee. Does that make sense? Who can use missile? Oh, there it is. All members of a unit must be armed with a missile weapon, and and a unit that is base-to-base contact with an enemy cannot use missile weapons.
What? Where's that?
Under section 10.1, who can use missile weapons on page 18. It just means you're shooting at me as I'm charging into your, like, stand and shoot, wait till you see the whites of their eyes, now fire, and then if you kill him, nothing happens. If you don't kill him, you guys go into combat and you guys can't shoot anymore.
Okay. So then, well, I don't want to pretend like I said pass through when it wasn't happening.
It's okay. I'm okay with you doing that because that's clearly in the rules. It does happen. So I say go ahead and use your pass through fire because you may kill the dragon. You may just wound it.
Right.
So you would have done it anyway. I mean, if this was a well-practiced army, they would have done it anyway. So I would say go ahead and roll for it real quick.
Okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8.
At short range.
10, 11, and then that's Qualinost.
Yeah, that's the one that's the big unit, right? The second.
And it's a -1, so that's a starting AR of 20. What's your dragon's armor class?
Negative one. Negative 1.
So
that's firewall.
So it's 21. Oh my gosh. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29.
So 29 is...
Oof, that's not good. 0.2.
Yeah, 0.2.
So it was 11 times 0.2. So that's 5, basically.
5, and that's, they have 10 hit... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, he has 10 hit dice, so that's half.
So it's wounded.
Yeah, he's wounded.
Okay. Holy cow, this is so strange. Okay. So missile fire, they already went, I think, for missiles on the initial missile fire phase. They don't have any missiles, so they can't do anything yet because now it's your turn for missile.
Yes, the dragon's gonna breathe breath on that unit.
Okay. So that's save versus
breath, right? So it's 2d8.
Well, it's probably a good thing though, since it's toad. So 15, 16, 17. Ugh. So 17, and they have D8. What? D8, D12.
What weapons do they have?
It doesn't say.
It says
regular swordsman, but it doesn't say a weapon. Large shields, conform shield wall.
Are they fighting with weapons that are two-handed and two-handed they do D12?
I don't know.
That's the thing I don't know either.
No, well, I'll just say D8 because that's the only one that. So D8 is 5, and there's 2 of them, so that's 10 hit die.
10 hit die?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 hit die. These guys have 10 hit die, so they lose 1. Okay.
That was not as exciting as I thought it would be.
Okay, so now I do the same thing, right? So
now it's your turn to attack.
So now he does. So I use my AR. Is that right?
Yeah. So my armor class is 3. So -3 from that.
That's 15.
And then roll your 2.
15, so 20. And then they're doing D8s. So 20.
Ooh, 4. So 3 of them can hit.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Melee.
That's 12.
Oh man. Okay, so they have a 10 hit die. So that's 1.
1. Yeah, only 1 dice.
So if they fill in, you just take it from the back.
Yeah, you just take it from the back, and then during your movement, we can do the lap around, where that's where we close ranks, and then you start bringing as many guys into contact as you can during movement. So whoever has initiative is going to be able to start filling in the front to start making a battle line.
Okay. And that's all the melee, right?
No, the dragon.
Oh, we can skip the dragon. So that is the main group. That's the second Qualinost.
Mm-hmm.
They have an armor class of 5.
Okay, the dragon. You get to hit them first. They can hit.
They already threw their arrows, right?
That doesn't matter. They still get a hit back. You're in base to
Are
base
you
now.
sure?
Yeah, you're in base to base, and you have initiative, so you get to swing first.
Oh, okay. So that's 19. What's your armor class plus 1?
-1.
So that's 20. Plus I have the -1 from seeing the dragon, so that's 21. I'm not going to hurt you at all. 27, 8, 9, 30. Come on.
30.
It's a D8, so that's a 0.2.
And you have only 2 guys in base?
Well, it would be these 3 that could.
Yeah, 3? Yeah, okay.
So
That's still not enough, yeah, to wound him.
is it 1 HD? Oh, yeah, because it doesn't matter. I have to do...
You have to do at least 3
Yeah.
to wound him, to kill him, so.
And okay, yeah.
Or to kill him after he's wounded. So if you did at least 3, then you would have killed him.
Nope.
Okay, so now it's his turn to swing back.
No.
This is the only time he's going to actually be able to do anything. He's going to do breath weapon.
Okay, let's figure out breath weapon here.
The only thing I want to do is see how breath weapon works. Then he can die the next turn.
I don't even know. Right?
That's what the thing is it a cone or is it just I'm attacking a unit? That's the question. If it's a cone, it just does area of effect, right? And it hits whatever it hits.
Yeah, it's cone, so it starts at 3 inches and goes out. I mean, it's just straight cone, right? 3 inches, 9 inches long. So you would hit that one also. I mean, technically, you would definitely hit those 3 in front of you. So let's do the damage. Well, let's roll the hit, right?
Yeah. So how do I do that? Do I just do my normal attack roll?
Well, this one is going to have to just sort of be absorbed in theirs, right? Or we're just...
1 week later.
Welcome back. We have learned some, we realized some corrections that we had to make throughout this when we were first setting it up. So we're just going to move forward. You're good. What you saw, what happened off camera that you didn't see because the GoPro died on us is that the dragon blew out its breath weapon of flame and it killed 3 units. Filled in the gaps. We forgot to have the treant go on my turn, so we're going to pick up with the treant acting, and then it's going to be a whole new round. We did learn some new things, so if you're watching this and you're shouting at the screen for the past hour that we're doing it wrong, yeah, we know. We just figured it out.
Yeah.
Just bear with us. We will we'll be okay, and we'll get through this together. Okay, so the treant is going to go. Treants, units attacking. Figures attacking, heroes attacking figure. If the hit die result is less than 1/2 of the figure's hit die, there's no effect. If the hit die result is 1/2 or more of the figure's hit die, the figure takes the wound. So a hero can never actually kill a unit in 1 turn. It takes 2. And that's to balance out the fact that you're fighting up to 10 or more people.
Yeah.
So in my head, that makes sense. So for the treant, it's just a straight up attack, though. He's not using any.
And you're going against bugbears?
So he can cause 2 trees to move and attack as treant. So there's going to be 3 different attacks. First stout limb and then the 2 different trees. I have to be reminded the...
AC is my AC for the black, that's the Black Legion. They're AC 5.
Where is... Thaco is 9. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. What other modifiers here? It's an open formation, so that's 5. There's no higher ground. And that's it. So 5. So 9 plus 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16.
What's the hit die on yours?
And the hit die is 4d6.
So is that D6?
So it's d6, d7, d8, d9.
Yeah.
Wait, no. d6, d8, d10, d12, right?
Yep. So it's 9?
9 hit die of damage, but it's an individual. Is 9 hit die half of your...
It's more than half. These guys have a 10 hit dice.
Okay, so that's a wound.
So
it can you can just list one of them as wounded. And then the second treant, or the second tree is going to attack. It doesn't say the damage... Oh, attack as a treant. Okay, so it's the same then. So then it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. And it's going to be 11? Right?
11, yeah.
Okay, so 11. So that's going to kill and... So this gets added to all together, right? It's not just like one and then one, and then one.
Well, it's 3 different attacks.
So,
it's
but I'm
3
saying,
different.
is it going to kill 2 guys or 1 guy? Because that's
it'll be 1 guy.
so just the wounded guy
Yeah.
dies. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
And then this last one is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 4 is that 9? Is that right?
You just said 15?
Yeah.
Yes, 9.
So is that half?
That's more than half.
So is it a whole one? Because I can't kill a whole character.
Yeah, so he's
So
wounded.
it's only wounded, yeah.
So he is wounded.
Okay, so now we are at the top of the round.
Oh wait, my guys, did they get hit back too? Because they haven't hit yet.
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
get a hit now too,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So let's see.
So it is size large, so 3 of your guys can attack.
Okay.
Up to 3 figures, and you do have 3 right in front of it.
So 3 guys. Let's see. So
The armor class is 0.
armor class is 0, and my what is it again?
So you don't have any modifiers for
No.
that.
So
Let's
is
see.
it DL? Is that the one? Is that the number I'm going off of? What's the number for?
No, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, your is AR, attack
A-
rating.
Oh, so it's 20. So
Holy cow!
I start off at 20, and then you had
I have 0.
0. So does that mean nothing changes?
So you just roll the 2d6,
okay? Nothing changes, right?
and add that to it.
10 more, so that's 30.
Wow.
Okay, and then they have weapons of long swords. So this is the thing that's weird. It has long swords, 1d8s or 1d12s, /1d12. So does that mean that they go with the 1d8 or do they go with the 1d12?
So sword long, it's 1d12 or 1 through 12 for size large. So you do the 1 to 12 one.
Okay. How
So
did
you're
I...
at 30 at d12 is 0.5. So that's 1.5 because that's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, it's not much.
1.5, and so that has to be. Let's see. Each hit die of damage caused by the figure causes 4 hit points of damage to the hero. So that's 8, 9, 10, right?
I think so.
So 10 damage. Where is my hit points? Well, it's hit die. Hit points 57. So it's 47 now. Okay.
Okay.
Huge tree. You guys
Okay.
are just hacking
Now-
at it. Okay, is it initiative?
We're turn 4, right?
Yes.
Turn 4. And then we just roll a D6.
It's D6.
And you won.
Okay. Okay. Did he attack these guys?
No, he was not engaged because I was going to cast a spell, but he moved last turn, so I didn't cast the spell.
Right. Okay, so I got to be reminded about the order of actions here. So initiative, then initial missile phase. I cannot fire here, so I'll do initial missile phase with these, and all these will fire into this group here.
Yeah, and so they can see, I would say they can see everyone up to an inch into the woods. Would that be fair? So they could do a max of that many wounds.
Right.
Okay, and so,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
okay.
Okay, just have to remember, that's border guard.
Mm-hmm.
Where's border guard? So they're AR9. They did not have the dragon modifier. What's your armor class for the...
For the bugbears?
Yeah.
Bugbears are armor class 5.
So 9, A765 plus 1 is 6. And then, are there any other modifiers I can think of for that initial missile phase? I think it's just 6. So 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it's D8. That's a
That's
sword.
8.
It's D6.
Oh, D6, so that's going to be 6.
So it's 6 times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
So that's going to be a lot.
Is that right? So, so that's 2, that's 1, that's 7. Is that 72?
Yeah.
Is that, I can't do math. Okay, I'm going to assume that's 72. So hit die for 72 from this point over.
So that's going to be, these guys right here have hit dice of 10, so that means I'll lose 7 and one's wounded? Or not
That's
wounded?
not half. Yeah,
No.
just 7.
Just 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Wow, that was a volley.
Yeah, it was. But they're in the open now.
So-
Oh, did you get a -1 for the skirmish?
Yeah, I did
Okay,
that
cool.
one.
Awesome. All right, and so they now I do have to make a morale check for that unit because they lost more than, but they're locked in combat. So does that make a difference? That's the other thing.
No, I mean, you still just have to make the morale check.
Okay,
So let's figure out how to do a morale check.
Okay, so we are, their starting number was 30. They're currently at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they're still over 50%. So they only have 75% down, right?
That's the basic game, right? Where would morale be?
Morale's on page 7 and 6 and 7. The unit.
So we had modifiers.
So they are out of command, so they get a -2 because they're skirmish formation, right? Because of that.
Oh, it's open.
They're
it's
open.
not out of command yet.
Not out, so they're still in command. Okay.
Yeah.
Morale check is because a figure was removed.
Morale check is required. The rules: the player controlling the unit that must check morale rolls 2d10. If the result is equal to or less than the current morale of the unit, the morale check is successful. Otherwise, it's failed. So roll 2d10.
Okay. Got 7, I guess, if you add them together.
How many hit dice does your unit have?
How many hit dice? 10.
So that's a +2. So whatever you rolled, add 2. Anything else? Unit has 7 to 11 figures. 2, 4, 6, 8.
There's 17, yeah.
So that's a -1. So that's only a +1. And what's your armor class? Unit
Armor class for this one's 5.
That's a -1, so that's a 0. Unit is regular, so it's a +1. So ultimately you have a whatever you rolled +1.
So I got a 8.
And your morale is 30? So yeah, you've definitely failed that.
My morale is 30?
Isn't that what you said?
I said my figures in the unit was 30.
Oh, what's the morale?
Morale. Is that ML? I got 12.
I think that is it. Let me just double check.
So do I need to roll under or over?
ML is base morale. If the morale, let's see. If the result is equal to or less than the current morale of the unit, the morale is successful.
Okay, so I am 8 and I have 12, right? Is that right?
Yeah, so what did you roll?
I rolled a 5. I rolled 7 plus 1.
So it was unsuccessful.
You said it was under morale or under is
less
good.
than the current morale. Okay, so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and that's that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you have any
So
more?
that was the initial phase.
Do you have any other shooting?
These guys cannot do that. I should have had them kill that stinking dragon. Is what I should have done. All right. So initial. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that. Rally phase doesn't matter. Movement phase. All right. So movement phase. These guys are not in base-to-base melee, right?
Nope.
So I'm going to back them up. They have a total of, that's border guard, of movement of 12. So I'm going to get them back into a unit just for my own mind here. So to move each of them in movement formation costs 1 point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I'm going to move them to here. So they're out of right here.
Or are they going to reform back up?
Yeah. So this guy is going to move. What's your movement? Your lead figure. 9 inches. Are you an elf? What is that? Lauren Laugh, female. Where's race? That is weird, right? Where's race?
It's under the third column on the big column on the right.
Elf, okay. So I will move her here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then movement. So you can pivot 45 degrees without it costing you anything. I'm going to move these guys back, let's see, about 3. Well, it would be 1. So the pivot would put them here. So then 1, 2. That's about 3. I'm guesstimating. I should be using your ruler.
Oh, it's okay. I think we're getting close enough.
We're pretty close anyway. And then moving, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, no, it's still 4 because it's moving.
We usually they say to move the ones in the back and you leave the ones in the front. And that way you just are only moving the ones in the back up.
I totally should have done that.
Because it's just basically, they're just going to move into whatever formation they can get into.
There. Yeah, I messed all of that up when I...
It's okay.
Movement. Oh, so it costs what to move in on that dragon?
I think you can do just lapping around is what it's called.
But it doesn't really matter because I can only have 3 people attacking him.
Yeah, so it's either...
So I'm just going to leave those there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to end up being weird and confusing. Okay, so movement, your movement.
My movement. Okay, so these guys right here are going to lap around here. They're just going to come around.
How you doing?
Just to get more guys.
We got hobgoblins here, people. Hobgoblins!
Just to get them into the thing now. So I don't know how far I can get them to go, but this is in the open, so I'm assuming these guys can go around.
Yeah, it does have a mathematical formula here.
Yeah.
Where it says, to expand the frontage, for each move is 1. So that's 4 and 4 in this particular example is 8. And then you have the wheeling cost is 3 plus 3 because you're moving a total of 3 up, I think. So that's 6 inches. You only have 3 inches to move.
Well, these guys only have 3 inches to move. These guys are in the open.
Right. So if that's 3 and then 4, 5, so whatever your movement is, I think these guys could go over here if they want.
So let's put them right there.
So make sure this is still recording. All right.
So then we will say these guys are all locked into combat.
Is this one mine?
Yeah, it's yours, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just going to move these guys into a better formation.
Okay.
They're just basically going to line up with the tree.
Matter. We got to find out if this is a river or a stream, because you can cross a stream, you cannot cross a river.
I think it's in the description of the scenario.
Looking here.
Because honestly, I would say it's a river because of the size.
It'd be funny if we're just treating it as a river and then it's actually just a stream and we could have totally just gone over it. I don't see it.
Well, that could have been my assumption because I assumed I couldn't go through it.
I'm also just scanning it. All right, so what else? What other stuff are you going to move? You got your other 2 units.
Guess what?
Is it a stream?
It's like right in front of our face. It's a stream.
Totally could have crossed that.
Yep, totally could have.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's what you get when you don't pay attention to the scenario
for real.
description. All right. So then these guys right here are going to then just finish their movement. They still can only go, I believe. And we said that they can't run, right? You can't run in a unit, right?
Well, no, not inside trees.
Okay.
Like you would have to charge, and if you don't end up your charge in front of a combatant, you have to make a morale check or something.
Well, there's 3. There's also another type of forced move, forced march, which you have to roll something, but it can actually worsen your unit's like stats, and that's the only reason why I haven't done it, because it worsens your unit's stats.
Right.
So these guys, I guess, are only going to move 2 inches then, right?
Right. Yeah.
Which is why the only reason why I question that is because I was looking at the Draconians thing, and it's like they can run using they can change their movement by just going on all 4s, and I don't think that you have to charge to do that, and that's the reason why I'm wondering about it.
What would the movement change to if you did that?
It changes. It just makes it so it goes 15. So instead of 6, it's 15. So just
I think that's fair. I mean, that's
I don't know.
a trait of the race. So
yeah, I don't know. Just don't know what does that count as, because
it's just their normal movement.
Yeah.
It's just that they're doing it on all 4s.
So that means they can go 5 inches instead.
Yes.
So that means they can go another 3. All right, then. They're all on all
I mean, they
4s.
were always behind those hobgoblins in the first place anyway.
Yeah,
so they really didn't have a lot of movement to go anyway, but
Yeah.
I think that's only fair. They can rush through these trees. And
Okay, and that's the case. These guys, you're gonna go.
I'm afraid once those K-Pax hit, though, because that poison doesn't it just ups your D damage, you know?
Yeah, but the only problem is this is that unit. That's the unit. This is the unit.
Oh, well, what's these guys?
Those are the Boz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not as scary.
Okay.
So that's movement, shooting.
Movement.
Oh wait, no, this is Verminard. He would like to charge that unit to lock him up.
You turd. Okay.
Do you wish to pass through shooting? I think is what they call it.
Absolutely.
So go ahead and shoot at him.
Thank you for reminding me about that. So those are border guards. Wait, no, these are not the border guards. Yeah, that's Lorne Loth. So yes, they are. So that's D6. What's your armor class?
Verminard is. He is armor class 0.
Okay, so I'm just looking for. Okay, so right now it's 19. Target is in open or skirmish formation.
Well, he's an individual.
Yeah, it's in woods or behind a hedge.
He's in the woods.
Wait till you break through the woods, and that's when I wanted to attack you. Missile using troops are mounted. Indirect fire. No. So it's within normal range. My normal range is.
Oh yeah, you're well within normal range.
I think medium starts at 7, or small is 7. So yeah, I'm good there. So yeah, I mean you're gonna be charging right into me, and I'll wait till you break through those trees and just
makes
attack
sense.
in. So that's 19, 21, 22, 23. 23 D6.
D6 is 2.
2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, or 22, 24. Is that right? And then 24 hit die, which is only 4 hit points for each of them. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm not doing that right. Hold on. Damn it. So 4 times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 4 times 12 is 48. 4, so that's for each of those units, it was 8 hit points. Is that correct? Because if it's 2 hit die of damage, and each hit die converts to 4 hit points.
That would be 8.
So that's 8 hit points times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
He's dead.
That's a lot of arrows.
Yeah, he's dead.
Holy shnikey. Okay. So, wow. Fate of a PC or NPC eliminated unit. Want to roll a D10 and we'll find out what happens to him?
Sure. Verminard. Oh, do I need to roll for the dragons too, since they were all characters?
What do you mean?
All the dragons are characters.
Roll what for him?
The same thing we're doing for him. Gonna roll to see what happened to him?
No. We'll just do it moving
You got a
forward.
4.
So a 4 means the character is badly wounded, 1 to 6 hit point remaining. So a wounded or stunned character is automatically captured by the enemy if at the end of the battle the enemy's forces hold the area where the character fell. So right now he's potentially captured.
Okay. Here, you can.
It is no real like.
You can keep him
anything.
as a reminder, as a trophy.
Yeah. He was just like, I'm gonna take these guys on. Pincushion. Okay, so then anyone else you need to. What is that you were doing? You were just doing the movement phase?
Yeah, I was just doing movement.
Anyone else you need to move?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so missile and magic phase. So this is missile fire. I believe breath weapon is considered. We had gone back and forth last time.
We did it as melee because it was like that's what it was as a melee.
Okay.
That's what the way you described it last time was breath weapon was a melee.
Let me look at Porthios for magic because he hasn't moved at all. He does have a fireball. What's the distance on a fireball? That's You do have to do a save though, that dragon.
Yeah, to see if he takes half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you roll your save?
Not yet. Let's see. Save.
So it's 76.
2. Is that lower or higher is good?
For
I don't
saving
remember.
throws, I think you have to beat your save. What's your save for spell? Like this is 10 for mine, so I'd have to get over a 10.
My firewall guy it gets spell.
Yeah.
Is 11, so that's way lower than that.
Okay, so 7d6 damage.
So that means that Viewmaster Toad is better than the dragons at saving throws.
Wow.
Like, actually, everyone's better than the dragons then.
Is it really?
Yeah, 16. No, there's only one person.
Only 10.
Only one person has lower than the dragon.
My guy right here has a 7.
This guy's an 8.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage.
21 damage?
Not that much.
21? That's not quite half.
It is already wounded.
Yeah, so that's because we were playing it with the unit rules. We weren't playing it as a character before. Right. So we should say it's half of the wounds are gone. So if half the wounds are gone, then that means he did 25 left, so he has 4 hit points left. Then.
Okay.
We'll just go off of that.
That's good.
I
anyone else
assumed he was going to be dead this turn anyway.
Porthios is not going to do anything right now. Oh, this guy should have moved up with everyone else. No other spells. Do you have any spells you want to cast?
I don't know if I can, because all my units moved, right?
Right, that's true.
So all the guys that I have moved, so they can't cast any spells.
So melee.
Melee, we're going to go, you have initiative, you choose.
All right, so melee is first. These 3 are going to attack that dragon and try to finish him off.
Okay.
That is the second Qualinosti Qualinost unit. Sword that's a large, so it's D12. The attack rating is 1920 with the modifier. What's your armor class?
-1.
-1. So that's 21. Oh my gosh. I might not hit you at all. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Did I do any damage?
Let's
D12?
see. D12, you do...
0.5, so 1.5, so that's 4, 5, 6 hit points of damage.
Yeah, that will kill him. So, but he gets to hit back before he dies.
That's so funny. Yes, he does.
Okay, so he's going to do a normal attack with his
so crazy.
tail, I guess, the one that is the 3d12. So his attack for firewall is... because the damage that he does with his breath weapon is only the remaining amount of hit points he has left, right? Because he only has 2 hit points. Or like 4 hit points with the start of this battle, so he would only get 4 hit points worth of damage, which wouldn't be
not worth it.
Yeah, so we got his... his Thaco is 10. Do I need to roll against Thaco?
You take your Thaco and subtract my armor class. Those are the second unit. So their armor class is 5, so you have a 5.
5. Yep.
Is that horrible or what? Okay. Oh, we're open formation, so that changes. So it's +1.
Okay.
So that's 6.
So 6 plus 9. So 6 plus 9 is going to be 15. And this is a 3d10, so 1, 2, 3, so that's going to be, what, 11?
Okay, so their hit die is 10. So that's a wound, is that correct? If the hit die result is 1/2 or more of the figure's hit die, the figure takes a wound. So yeah, that's a wound.
Well, no, one guy dies,
because he was 11, though, right?
Yeah, but it kills a guy. It's more than
Correct.
what he has. But it doesn't wound the next guy.
Let's take this guy here.
So, I killed one guy, and then the dragon's dead.
No, you killed 10 guys.
Well, yeah,
One figure.
but you killed the dragon.
That's pretty dope. Okay, so that was them melee.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do melee. They can. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And they're not equipped with spears, right? Because spears can fight in 2 ranks.
They are plainsmen. Where are my plainsmen? No, it doesn't even say what they have. It just says D8, D12, so it must be a longsword.
Okay.
I imagine. So it's, what's your armor class for that unit again?
5, I believe, for all my infantry.
A 20, a 21, a 5 makes it 16. Is there any other modifiers that you can think of? I think that's it. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. 23 on D8 is 3. Well, that's a good one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 3 is that, so is that 24?
24.
So 24, whatever that.
And so they have 10 hit dice, so that's going to be
2.
So 2 die and 1 wounded, right?
Is it? That's not half of it though.
Not half. It's just under. It's just over a third though. Does it need to be over a third?
Oh, is it a third?
It's over a third. 24 is over a third of a hit point, so that would wound 1 more, right?
Okay, yeah.
So 1 wounded, 2 die and 1 wounded. Okay.
This is gonna be brutal. I don't have any other melee, so you're up.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. The treant, real quick.
Well, no. Let's finish the battle. Let's
Okay.
just do each battle and then we'll do the treant
Works
last.
for me.
Okay. So then I got my guys have a Thaco, or not a Thaco, but a. Is it AR? Is that what it is?
Attack rating, yes.
Yeah. So 18.
So you're attacking the
tre-
plainsman.
Yeah. So 18 against
Armor class is 3.
3.
18,
so
17, 16,
20.
15. But it's +1 because it's an open unit, so that's. It's just +1 to whatever the other total was.
So that's 3 minus, you said it's 15 to 16? So
Yes.
16 right now? Okay, 16 plus 5. So 16 plus 5 with
20.
21.
And
These are
what's-
D8.
4, dude.
4. So let's see.
Whoa.
So that's going to be
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Dude, 12 times 4 is 48.
Yeah.
So that's 4 dead, 1 wounded. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's 5 dead because it's over half. Right? If it's under half, isn't it? It's an over half doesn't kill it, and under half over a third does wounded.
I think you have to do the total in order to kill it.
Okay, so then yeah, 4 and a wound. This is the part where there's so many freaking things I'm getting things
I'm with
confused.
I'm
So
100% with you.
all right, so
You just whittled me down, dude.
yeah, but
That's brutal.
but now my guys now are less than no, I think 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm exactly at half strength.
4. So at 50%, you have to make another morale, right?
I think so.
I just want to double check to make sure. 50% of its original figures.
Okay, so I need to make another morale check, which is going to be I roll a 2d10.
2d10. If it's equal to or less than your morale total, then you're good.
Okay, that's an 11.
So you're good, right?
But no, I have I get negatives.
10.
I get modifiers.
Where are those?
The modifiers are going to be in the morale. I think that was on 7, wasn't it?
Situational. So a 50%
Negative
is
2.
-2. So it's 10.
So wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, negatives you add.
That's the
instead
reason why it doesn't make any sense.
subtracting.
It's like it's adding it and negative. That's why it's so confusing.
That Thaco thing, man.
It's like
So it's 12. You had 11 normally?
I rolled an 11.
So 12, 13.
How to check morale? Roll
Unit
your
is open formation.
roll 2d10. If the result equals
It's a
to or less than,
-3. Unit is open formation. It's not charged, and it didn't fail. Okay, so it's still only 12, 13.
Okay, unit sees a hated opponent within its charge range at the beginning of its movement.
We should have done that originally with
No,
the
I don't
elves.
think they hate the elves, do they?
Oh, I thought the orcs did.
We
don't do it now. I'm just.
I know, but the only thing that hates elves, I think, was the Draconians, wasn't it? I don't even remember. Let's see. Nope.
So you had -2.
The hobgoblins hate elves, but
But that was a +1, so that's a -1. And then it's a regular, so that's a 0. And then how many figures do you have
15.
left? So 7 to 11, so there's no modifier for that. And creatures have how many hit die originally?
D10.
So that's a +2. So that's 11, 10, 9. So your total, I think, is 9 right now.
Then they pass because they have a
Okay.
12.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Now, does your guys have to?
Now it's Treant, right?
Did you guys have to make a roll though? How many did
Well,
they
they
lose?
started with 26, and they just lost 4.
Yeah, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and do Treant.
So the Treant is 3 different attacks of the Treant, which is 24 armor or attack rating. What's your armor class on that group?
That should be 5. Yep.
So that's 19. They're open formation, and that's a +1. So that's 18. There's no higher ground or anything, so that's 18. Could you pass me the 2 6-sided?
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate
Sorry.
it. You're good. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25.
For the first. Oh, yeah, duh. 25.
And these are D8s, D12s?
It's 46, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's D14.
14, so it's 3?
3, yeah. So 3 hit dice for the first one. So do you have a wounded?
I do. He's dead.
And then the second one, shoot, what was that? It was 18.
That's not good.
29. That's 29, I think.
That's going to be nothing.
D14 is 2, right?
Yeah. That's not enough to hurt the
That's
wound.
not a wound. And it was, the last one was 18. Is 18 right? Was that what I was doing? Their attack rating, I think it was 18, 19, 20, 21.
21, that's not bad.
Oh, wait, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
21's not bad at all. And that's going to be...
21 is 6?
5?
Five?
5.
So is that half?
That's
half.
That's half.
So you got a wound. All right, Trine, now you get to chop him down.
Okay, now question. I can't lap around, right? I can only have 3 guys ever attack him, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So 3 guys
size.
can only ever attack him. We have strength. The attack rating's 20,
Armor class is 0.
so it's 20. We got 12.
Whoa, 32?
That's horrible. Okay, so that's going to do D8, or no, is it D12? That one's D12.
Yep.
So D12 does
0.2.
yeah 0.2.
So that's 0.6.
Yeah, that's
So
nothing.
that's 1.
Yeah, that's like barely anything, right?
There's 46 hit points left. Okay.
Right.
And that's that. That's melee.
Okay, and then so is that the end of the round?
Individual combat. We don't have anyone in individual unit. We just did end of game round phase.
Okay, turn 5. We're rolling right through it.
You need a race to this edge.
I'm not going to get there. I
don't
already know.
think?
I can already tell you I'm not going to get there. The number of the way arrows work is
Right.
just going to just whittle me down. The only thing I can do is maybe charge these guys into them, but I don't have enough range. They're in the woods. They can't do anything.
Right.
I mean, they'd have to get to the open, and then after they get the open, you'd still get a shoot at them.
Right. The past
And then I still have to have 12 of them. I have to have 12 individual bases at the edge to win. So if we ever get to the point where we can tell that we're not going to have 12 at going to get the edge, the game's over. There's no point in playing at that point.
Yep.
So let's see. 6.
You're up.
All right. Well,
Initiative phase. Initial missile fire phase.
do you have any missile?
I've got these guys and these guys that could attack here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that. And that's it. It's just going to be these guys. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could do that. So 5 of them. That's the second Qualinosti unit. Their attack rating is 19. 3 inches away, so only 1, 2, 3. So only 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe could hit him. And I get, yeah, so 4, right? I'm using indirect fire, so it's a +3. So it's, where are you? Attack range 19, 20, 20, 22. It was plus, so 19, 20, 21, 22. -1 for the dragon is no longer there. So 22. You're in open formation. 23. So I don't know if I'm going to actually hurt you at all. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And it's a D6. So 28 is 0.5, so that's 2. 2 hit die.
2 hit die is not enough to hurt him.
Okay.
Let's see. Fire.
so we have. So that's all I've got for the initial missile. Those guys are not close enough, so they can't fire. So now we go to rally and then movement. So you're up for movement?
I can't wait until you put this online and we can see the comments of what people
Yeah.
say we're doing wrong. It's gonna be so awesome. It's like,
Be kind to people. This is our first time playing.
yeah.
I would like to be corrected if I'm wrong for sure,
Oh yeah.
just so we know.
I'm totally fine with playing the game wrong and then being told you're doing it wrong. It's like, okay, cool. We
Yeah,
learned
you're
how to
doing
not
it
play the game right. All right. So now we do.
Your movement.
Okay, so I can't charge, but I'm going to go ahead and have these guys. So since they start in the woods, how much do I need to do a math equation to figure out how much movement they're going to have once they hit the woods? Because basically, ultimately, what my goal is to go after these guys.
Okay. So it'd be a third to move them, I would think. So it's 1, 2, 3. So it's a third to get to the edge. So then a third of your movement's done, and then you have the rest of your movement.
Okay,
Right.
so you're saying I still have 10 inches after that?
How many? What's your movement?
15 is what it says.
Yeah, I think so.
Because if that's the case, then I would
You
charge.
just charge right into them,
Do you think that I can?
and then I'll do indirect fire.
Yeah, you're gonna do
Sure.
the pass through. Yeah, you're definitely gonna
Pass through fire,
Yeah,
that's it.
pass through. Yeah, I would assume you would.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I
Okay,
mean, it's
so-
open ground.
So if that's the case, I'm gonna just go ahead and say so. Right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
you're good.
6, 7. So this is 10 just to measure it out.
No, you're good.
Okay, so then we'll just say these guys just line up on these.
And
guys.
we're just like, oh my gosh,
Go ahead and shoot them. You have open.
there's monsters. Okay, so they are
Do I
the
close
first
formation
Qualinosti unit.
or do I keep my formation open?
It has to be open.
Okay.
Oh, I think you can close it at this point because you're out of the woods.
Do I need a turn to do that, or can I just do it as part of the charge? Because the charge is just rushing forward. I don't think there's like any. Okay, line up, dress right, dress.
Well, I think you just. Oh, changing formation. A unit may change formation in any point during the movement phase. All figures in the unit must be in command, which you are, unless it goes out of command or is routed. It hasn't. Change of formation costs the unit 1/3 of its movement rate. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to charge and do that.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just go ahead and stay open.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay. Holy moly! So that's one of them.
Yeah, these guys right here are kind of stuck, right?
Yeah, because you're in combat.
All right, so these guys right here are just going to continue. We're going to go right here, basically.
Okay.
They're not going to be able to be dangerous for a while.
Good. I'm worried about him.
I wouldn't be. I mean, to be completely honest, the advantage at this point is strongly in your favor. But we'll see. Your movement.
Okay. So, I need to get these plainsmen over here to fight. So these guys are going to go. They have 9. So 1, 2, 3.
So doing a left, are you doing a left face then?
2. Well, first
That's
I'm
because
just
you have
moving.
to.
Oh, right.
You have to do
What
a
does
left.
that
You have to do a
cost?
facing movement to
Yes.
get them to go that. Like they can move straight forward, fine. But if you have them turning, you have to turn left face or something like that.
So, facing movement. Changing face, there are 3 types, right, left, and about. To make a right-left face, turn all the figures in the unit 90 degrees. The cost of the left face is 1/3 of the movement. Their movement, they are the first Qualinest. No, that is the second. And their movement is 12, so a third is 4. So it's 12 of them, 10, 9, 8. So they have 8 left. So 1, 2. I need 4. So 4, 8. So I can only move 4, and then I'll do another about face. So 4. These guys were right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can move here. Oh, come on. And now, so I did about face, came here, did about face, and that's all their movement. I just wanted to get them out of their area.
Sounds fair.
And then movement. They can't move, they can move, they need to fill in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, it's just 4 for all of them, right?
Yeah.
To fill in. Is that right?
I think so. I think you just try to lap around as much as you can.
Yeah. And then these guys. So they're heading forward. I'll do an angle. So they have 12. I mean, they're border guards. They have a movement of 12. I want to go help those guys. 12.
Well, I think they'll have plenty of time to shoot at the the unit of humans who are sitting there.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost anything to do a 45 degree. Okay, so then at least they could target these orcs right here.
Yeah, they're actually humans, but yeah.
Oh, I think he has 12 too. Oh, okay. And that's all my move.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Is it this spell phase?
It's the initial fish, isn't it?
Missile and magic. Because we just did movement.
Oh, you're right. Missile and magic.
Okay, so missile I do have. I can only fire once. These guys are firing on them. Oh, I can't because it's trees.
They can shoot at the first rank of 3 guys.
No, because they have to be at the edge of that forest.
Oh, but can't these guys shoot? They're within 1 inch.
One guy, yeah.
Yeah, one guy can shoot. I'd say
might as well.
I'd say you actually have 2 guys worth of shooting. I think.
Okay.
I'll give you 2.
I'll take it. What's the armor class?
5.
So 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. You're open for an ace, and that's 15. Any other?
And if anyone at Wizards of the Coast is watching this, make sure the new battle system for Dragonlance is not anywhere near as complicated as this is.
25 d6. 25 d6 is 1, so that's 2.
2? That's
2
not
hit
enough.
dice.
Yep, not enough.
Okay. Well, we tried.
3 would have given you almost
These
a third.
moved. They can fire out, so it would be that indirect fire at the +3, right? So they would be. I know you don't like that ruling.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. It's just yeah, I just don't see it as shooting. As shooting as easily as. Yeah.
22. Well, it's not easy because it's
and by the
so
way,
high.
before you did shooting, can I lap these guys around actually?
On your movement, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lap them around over here, and then this guy will just be part of that.
I just had my brain just wiped.
Sorry, but
I was doing I was firing over that. It's a
Yeah.
3, so it's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, because it's open right here. They do have the higher ground on, well, only a couple of them do, so that doesn't really matter, on terrain. Okay, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 at a d6 is 0.5. So 1, 2, 3. Do you think these guys could fire out?
if you say they're closer,
It's firing out. So
Yeah, are they close as an inch? I'd say they're close enough. I'd give it to them.
4, 5, 6 and a half hit die of damage.
6.5.
Yeah.
That would kill one, I believe. Hit dice on these guys. The Boz Draconians. Where are you at, Boz? Where'd you go? Boz Draconians hit dice are 20 hit dice.
20.
So that's what it says here. 20 says hit die / figure 20.
Stone, okay.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't. You look at that and tell me. That's confusing as all get out the way they have it put on there.
Which one is it?
It's this one right.
This one?
Yeah. So they have right there.
It's 20 figures.
20
hit dice per figure is 20 because it's 2 each, and there's 10 in each ratio.
Yeah. So.
So what did I do? 3? 8? What did I do? Oh, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5.
6.5 at what was it?
20?
20.
That's not even half. So what does it have to be, a third for it to be wounded?
Yeah, it has to be at least a third to be wounded.
So I don't even think. Well, yeah, 20. I did 6. So out of 20,
Yeah, that's a third.
third is 5. So.
Yeah.
Or no, a fourth is 5.
Yeah, fourth is 5.
What's a third of 20?
Third of 20 is going to be
6,
8.
7?
No, 7. 7 would be 21. Would be 1/3.
So no, I don't think I did it. I don't think I wounded you.
Okay. All right.
It was just not. I mean, it's hard to do damage when I'm got that +3.
All right. So do you have any other shooting you'd like to do? Did you do shooting
Well,
for
this is the missile and spell phase, right?
Yeah, did you shoot these guys yet?
Yeah, and I didn't do anything.
And shot those guys?
Yeah.
Do you gonna do anything with Porthios or?
Well, I do
health?
think I want to do some spells here. So,
Do disintegrate. Do disintegrate.
does Porthios have that? Oh, he
No.
doesn't have it.
No, Parsalian has disintegrate.
Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
I don't know what that... Would that be able to be doing anything? That's a 4th level. Below. The flame color is either... Who cares? Base damage is 2 to 12 hit points plus 1 hit point per level. The radius of the ring-shaped wall of fire is 1 inch plus 1/4 inch per level. That's 7 levels. 7, so that's 1. So that's 2 inches basically that it can stretch out. Where's the damage? Oh, 2 to 12 hit points plus 1 per level. So 2 to 12 plus 7. Okay, so saving throw is none. So he is going to cast the Wall of Fire, which would only take 2 right here, right there. So it's 2 to... Sweet hell, where did you go? 2 to 12 plus 7. What is that, 2d6 plus 7?
That's awesome, actually. Isn't it better?
9 damage? That's not good at all, is it?
Is that all it did?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought I was thinking it backwards. It should be doing...
That's terrible.
I thought lower was better.
Oh, not for damage rolls. No.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't even do anything. It's not even worth looking up.
Okay, well, the Draconians are kind of dancing in the fire.
It just goes... They're like, whoa, what the heck was that? That's him. Parsalian, what do you got? Parsalian... You've got...
me.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
Should be next to Porthios, I thought.
Porthios, Lauren, Stoutlim, Narek, Parsalian. Range is 1/2 inch per level. Parsalian is 12th level. So that's 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could use it. There's a negate. Oh, so if you make your saving throw, it negates whatever it's going to do. This spell causes matter to vanish permanently. Any living thing can be affected, even undead, and up to 1 inch cubic volume. So it'd only be one of the units that I'd be able to hit. Only one creature object can be targeted with the spell. Its material component are lodestone, but what's the damage? That's it? It just kills one unit?
It's just dead. I think you have to save
So
versus
you want to make your
spell.
save?
Okay, let's see. Which, is it one target or?
It's just going to be whatever that draconian thing is, that unit. Oh, I think you just made it.
Draconians. 17.
You made it. Doggone it.
Oh, man.
right.
I thought that unit was dead.
I did too. One can dream, I guess. He would have moved up with his unit. Okay, so that's me. That's all for the spell
Okay,
phase.
after spells, we got melee. All right, so let's go ahead and do the hobgoblins, because that's the only thing I think is going to be beneficial to me right now. I don't know, maybe the draconians will be awesome, but... Okay, so we got hobgoblins.
On the plainsman, that's 3 armor class.
And I got an AR of 18, so that
it's a
drops to
plus
15.
1.
Plus 1, so 16.
Yeah.
So that's an 11.
Wow.
So that's going to be 16. It's going to be 23. So it's 27, right? And it's a D.
I feel like we're doing this wrong.
I do too, but it's one of those things. If this is where the confusion comes.
It is
into
what
that
it
system.
says, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
They're doing what it says. Okay, well, I mean...
Because we had 16 plus 11, so it's going to be 27. That's D8, right, for them? D8. So that's going to be 1, right? So 1 for every guy that's in combat. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Wow. So 15 hit die?
That's only 2, right? 1 wound and 1...
Well, I think I already have a wounded, so it's oh, that's you.
That's my wounded, yep. You're going to kill him in a second.
Oh, I don't have any wounded.
So now you have a wounded and
oh,
one...
I do, right here. So that's
1
and then 2 others, right?
No, 1 and 1, I think, right? What's your hit die?
How many did you do? Of the Plainsmen, hit die is 10.
10? And I did 15.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
So wounded
it's
and
1 rel and 1
yep.
wounded.
Yep. Okay, now it's your turn to kill him back.
Okay. So they're just gonna attack. What's your armor class?
5.
Attack rating is 20, so that's 15. Plus 1 is 16. 17, 19, 19. And
better
they're
than-
using a D8 sword. Wait, no.
No, D12?
Yeah, D8.
D8?
They're not large.
Oh, so 5?
Yes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65? Is that right?
Yep, that's 65.
Holy sh!
65. So that's going to take 6.5 because I have a wounded, so that means it's going to take 7 models.
Whoa!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was an excellent round for you. I need to make a...
Let's do a morale.
Yeah, I need a morale check. Here we go.
What is routing? Because I think this is...
Routing is in combat when I run away, and then I have to make my movement, and you can follow. And for
Right,
some,
but don't we have to...
that's what you would route is during the morale phase.
Okay, so for this, it's 2d10, and it was 75% is lost?
Oh, that's more than... Yeah, it's what I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. 8 out of 30.
Yeah, so it's minus 4. 3, 2. How many figures do you have left?
8.
3. And how many hit die are those?
10.
To 1.
So -1.
Yeah. Whatever you roll.
So I got 17.
So 16, and you have to get
Under.
your number or under.
Yeah, and I got over. They had 12. So they're going to run. Wow. So for them to run, what is that?
Effective morale checks. Morale check for unit succeeds if
I think I just do my full movement,
if in
right?
open formation it routes. A routing unit immediately moves away from the enemy a total of its movement rate plus an additional third of its movement rate and ends that move with its back to the enemy. Routes are also discussed under 715.
Okay, so route is...
Wow, so you're full plus a third movement.
So now, does that count? Does the woods
Well,
prevent
we'll
that?
subtract that from the total of whatever that total
Because
would
the
be.
normal movement is 9. So another third would be 12.
So a third of that is 4.
So they can only
you
move 4?
4 away with your back to me.
Yeah, 4. Okay, so 4 is going to be right here. And they'll be like that.
Wow, that was neat.
Yeah, that's what I expected to happen eventually. I just didn't expect it to happen like that quick. Oh my
Right.
gosh, you got so much damage on that one. So
That was crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let those guys go.
Okay.
I don't want to move in.
sounds good.
I want to help these guys
Okay.
on my next turn.
All right, so next combat, do you want to do the Draconians? Well, let's do the Draconians. So we got
You're up.
6. Draconians have a few Master Toad. These Boz Draconians have a AR of 16. So 16 is going to be against what is your armor
Against
class?
These guys are the first Qualinost. 3.
3. So that changes their...
Your attack rating is what?
My attack rating was... let's look at the wrong one. Here it is. It is... AR is 16.
So it's 13. They're in open still, so that's 14. And I think that's it. So then you roll your numbers, right?
I would think that would work backwards. Just the way it is. But 9. 9 plus 14 is going to be 21. 21 on a D... What is these guys? These guys have 2d4. So 21 on
it's a D8.
D8.
It's a 4.
4 against 6.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4. I feel so stupid doing math.
24?
Yes. So their hit die is 30. So that would be wounding 1?
Yeah, I think
that
so.
right?
Yeah, if it's only... Yeah, that's what it should be. Now you get a hit back.
Okay, so they have long swords. That's a D8. Armor rating is 17. What's your armor class?
7. These guys right here have an armor class of 4.
13.
The 23rd Draconian
Plus
Red
1
Cougars.
is 14. And it's only the first row that can attack. So it's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And it's a 1d8. It's a 5. So 10, 20, 30.
30. And these guys have a hit dice of 20.
So that's 1 and 1 wound?
Yeah, 1 and 1 wound. No one's wounded yet, right? And look, he becomes a monster. Ah! Can't believe they did that.
Saw him change.
They put draconians on one side and monsters on the other side. That's stupid. Now, question.
Well, I mean, they're still monsters.
Now, question though.
Yeah.
Do your weapons get caught?
Yeah. I mean,
Do the boss, do they turn to stone, right?
mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
I don't know how it works either.
Would that even come into factor into this?
I mean, we can have some fun with it. Why not? So, dexterity at a -3.
Do they even have a dexterity?
They've got to have dexterity.
My units don't have dexterity on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just.
I guess it would only matter on a one-on-one then.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. I was just like going, "What happens when draconians
Kinda
die
fun.
in combat?" It's
All
like,
right. So then you have your treant that you can attack me. Oh wait, you want me to? Wait, I did resolve that. So
Yeah,
do you want to attack that?
so let's go ahead and do that. That's going to be against the treant. I got attack rating with my human Black Legion. They have an AR of 20 versus you had a 0, right?
Sorry, everyone. I've got to fix this somehow. There. What's that?
You got a 0 for AC, right? For the treant?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
0. So I got a 20. So just going off of a 20 so far. Got 3 guys. Oh crap. 9. 29. It's not going to do much.
What is it? A D?
These guys are a D12.
I mean, that's a 1.
Yeah, 1. So 1
it's
times
3?
3? 3.
So that's 4 hit points per. So that's 12.
12.
12
Yep.
hit points.
He's doing his job though, man. He's soaking up,
34
locking that whole unit down.
left. Yeah. 34 left. Okay. You're whittling him away.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, all he needs to do is slow me down. If he slows me down, it's a game of attrition, right? Okay. So what else do we have for attacking? That's it, right? Oh no,
My
you
guy's
attack.
going to attack back.
You have attack.
So what's your armor class for them?
5.
So 24, that's 19. They're open, that's 20. 28. And he is a 46, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot, what was that? 26, I said?
Yeah.
26.
3.
3. Is that right? He does 3 hit die of damage.
Okay, 3 hit die. Those guys have 10, I believe. Yeah,
Does
they
that
have 10.
attack that wounded one?
That would kill the wounded one.
Okay, and then the tree that's going to attack as is 19. Oh, shoot. 20, 22, 24, 26. 26 is 3 at D14. 3, 4, yeah, so 3 is a wound. Is that a wound?
3 will wound. So
And
third.
then the third guy, it's 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. And that's 3. So that would kill that wounded?
Yep.
Okay. Oy vey. Okay. So then... Wait, where is it? So that was the melee phase?
Now, do we do it at the end of round phase? Is that when we roll to see if we rally, or do we do that at the initiative phase? Because we do... No, the rally phase is after the initial missile phase. That's right. That's where the rally phase is.
Right, so the next turn we'll do that.
So now we're on turn 6?
Well, hold on. My guys haven't done combat yet.
Oh, these guys aren't in combat, and these guys already did. Those guys aren't in combat. Those guys aren't in combat anymore.
These guys did spells.
Yeah, they're not in combat. They had a charge to
And
get
he's
in.
not in combat, and he's not in combat.
So, so the only thing is, do I need to roll morale? Is really ultimately what happens over here. So how many
Did
guys?
you lose that many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Started with 24, so I lost 4 total guys. So they still have more than enough.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay.
All right, initiative.
Turn 6. You won.
Okay. So the first part is initial missile fire. So they're going to do
1 second. Go ahead.
their pass through. That's +3. So that's 21, 22. And what's your armor class for these draconians? The badge?
Draconians, I think, are 4. Yeah,
So that's
4.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's a D6 is 2. So 2, 4. Where's the ruler?
Which one?
It has to be within what range? For the Passover, I think it's within 3 inches. It has to be within 3 inches.
But isn't Passover only during the charge?
No, I'm sorry. It's indirect fire is what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're trying to do
I'm
indirect.
getting mixed up. Dang it, I don't remember.
What is the...
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
It's
23
D8?
is D6.
Or is D6?
Bow is D6, so that's 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and that's it.
16?
16 hit die. So
And they're 20, right?
1.
So that's going to be 20...
1 and a wound? Is a 6 a wound?
Well, you said 16, you said?
Yeah.
But they're 20, so that'd be
Gotcha.
1 wound. But so the one's wounded already, he dies.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That was initial missile fire for them. Initial missile fire, 2 of them you said could do it probably?
Oh, yeah. Did you want to move those guys closer to the thing during the movement?
Well, I have to do it on the meat.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
movement.
You're doing the initial. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't move. We didn't move anyone.
No, because we haven't gotten to movement yet. Yep. We're still initial
Right,
missile
because
fire.
melee was after the movement. Okay, yeah. Okay, so initial missile fire, 2 of those guys are going to attack that group. They are the border guards. AR-19, that's 20 with the +1. What's your armor class?
For those guys are 5.
20, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18. D6 is 4, so that's 8 hit die.
8 hit die. That's going to be enough to wound 1.
Okay. I will take it, and that's initial.
Okay.
Rally phase.
Rally phase.
So
Let's
your
see.
commander gets to rally those guys.
So let's see. Viewmaster Toad is in that unit,
So his charisma.
which is 6.
Wow. Wow. All right, how to rally. To rally a unit that is met, make a morale check for the unit. If the check is successful, the unit is rallied. Remove the route marker.
So do I need to roll under his his charisma? How does that work?
I'm not sure. I think it's the unit.
Because unit's 12.
Yeah. So let's look at those modifiers for that.
Yeah. So that would be.
So it's a morale check, right?
Yeah.
So 75% of the unit is lost. So that's -4. So you add 4 to your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not out of command, right? You're
No.
just routed.
Well, I mean, you're considered. Well, you're routed, so that means you're out of command, right? I think routed means you're out of command.
So that's 2 more.
Because you have to bring them back under command.
So that's +6. So far it's 6. So 4.
Roll 2d10. See if it's less.
5, 6, 5, 6. I think you have a 6 you've got to subtract from your... Or
Okay,
add
so I have to
your-
roll a 6 or less.
Oh, okay.
And I did not. So they're going to continue running.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So if they fail there, do they just continue running right?
I think on their move they'll continue running.
Wasn't it part of because they can't? I can't control them during the move, right?
Right. They'll just continue moving off that side of the map.
Oh, I thought it would happen now, but okay, we can do it then.
Well, yeah, because we don't have anyone else to rally. So yeah, it is movement phase.
So they'll move because that's the thing is they move first. That can disrupt movement, and if they run into this unit,
Who won initiative?
You did.
One initiative.
If the unit does not rally, no attempt to rally is made, or if a routed unit attacked by enemies makes a morale during the movement phase, or makes a morale check during the melee phase, if the routed unit moves off the. I guess so. I guess you're right. It's just weird.
So, what's their move? Plainsman is 9. So they have to do 3 to about face. And then that's more than a 45, I think. Is that a 45? That's a 90, basically.
Well, if you're doing a left face, you're not. It's like what?
So these guys only have 3. These guys have the full 9.
I think if you just do a left face and charge, I think you can make it.
Okay.
If you want to charge into the rear.
Yeah, I wanted to charge here.
Okay.
It's not a very good formation because they're not going to help each
It's
other
okay.
until later.
Not a big deal.
Okay, so they're going to go charging here.
And if you hit these guys on the flank, if you charge there, you'll get even more. They get more disadvantage when they make a morale check.
Right.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it's a situation of, do you want to do that? Because you can still the way we've been doing it.
They're just going to move
regular.
Well, he's there, so.
And if you can block them off, and they can't retreat, they immediately get wiped out. I do remember reading that. Like if you make it so they have no escape route, the unit completely gets destroyed.
He hasn't done anything.
Do you want to lap around with these guys and lap around so they can't escape?
Yeah. How much would that be?
That would be to get on the inside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They definitely have that move.
So then, yeah, I'd wrap them all around. That way, what you're doing here is now you make it so that they can't escape. If they fail a morale check, they instantly die.
Oh, those draconians are just swarmed. Okay, that was my move. He's not going to move. They've moved. That's my movement, your movement.
My movement. So then what do these guys do?
They just keep running that direction until they rally.
So they go, what is it, 4 we said?
It's yeah. They're just like, screw this noise, let's get out of here.
Let's get these guys started. So they're going to go 5 inches. Their goal is to just get on the other side of these guys here. So they're just going to be like this. And what good are you, Toad? I mean,
I think it's pretty proven he's not good at all. He's just
how does he become
a lucky hobgoblin.
How does he become the red dragon Highlord?
He was there. He used Kitiara's actions as his own justification, I think.
Yeah, it's like
he's like, well, I was in charge when Verminar died, so I sacked Tarsus. That should be good enough.
Yeah, sacked a city that doesn't have much of a defense. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm a great leader. Anyway, so we got that movement done. These guys are moved. These guys are moved. These guys can't move.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really lap them around either, so they just kind of stay there.
That's it. So movement's done. Now it's melee.
Shooting.
Missile and magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did their move, but it was within half. So this whole side should be able to attack you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're attacking out and into you. Those are the border guards. They're 19. Are those armor class 5?
Armor class 5 for the Draconians, or for those? Those guys are 5. These guys are 5. Those guys are 4. Yep.
So that's with the +1. That's 15. Oh, come here. 23 at a D6 is 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
24.
So 24 hit die to them.
24. So they have 10. So that's going to do two and a almost a half. So that almost half kills this guy, and then 2 more, right?
Yep. And then no one else has any missile fire capability right now. Spells. Magic missile.
Are you going to attack the darkness?
So far away he can't do. Yeah, attack the darkness. Porthios, wherefore art thou, Porthios?
It says I have blue eyes, but I have green.
So Porthios actually is the only one with a fireball left.
Okay.
Well, no, Beryl has one, but he's in the unit. So he's going to use his fireball. He's right here on this guy right there, that unit right there. I have to roll to hit, or a fireball you don't. You just do it and they have to save, right?
Yep, if they save, they take half or not take half, right?
Right.
Because it auto
So
hits.
you want to make a save on that Draconian.
Low is bad, or
You have to get over your
Good.
whatever your thing
yeah,
is.
so it's definitely bad. I don't think I have anything lower than an 8. Why?
So you failed that, so I think it's 1d6 per level, and that was Porthios. Let's mark that off. He's 7, so 76. 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 27 damage. How did we convert that?
Yeah.
So 27, is that more of your hit, more than half your hit dice?
It's more than half for one, yes. One of them is, I think, 20 hit dice is what it is. So it's more than one actual thing.
But I can't kill it
So it
because
just-
I'm an individual, so you just wound one.
So one, these guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm
Just
just making
one
that's
of
the
them.
unit that you're hitting, though.
Oh, no, I was targeting this closest one.
Yeah, but it's still, it has to happen to the,
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
it doesn't matter. Whichever one you target doesn't really matter, just as long as it hits that unit.
Okay.
Yep.
He's going to move on his turn on movement. All right, do you have any spells, missile fire, or artillery?
No.
Okay, then melee. So I'm going to start with these elves.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you're going to wipe out this unit pretty quick.
So this is the first, yeah, that's the first Qualinosti. So their sword is D8, AR is 17, so that's 12, because yours is 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is D8 is 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
60. So that's going to do, for those guys, it's going to be 3 full guys. So is that just going to kill, wound one and two other guys? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not as much as I thought it would be.
Well, you still have 2 other units to hit them.
And that's now the second Qualinosti unit's going to attack. They have the same thing. Their AR is 19. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 at D8 is 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
20 will kill one more. Okay.
And these guys, because they can't move into you.
There's still 4. They still can hit these 4 guys because remember.
Right, we don't remove them until after.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just removed them. Just remember the damage.
Yeah, I
but they
gotcha.
still got 4 hits.
Okay, so those are plainsmen, and they have a 20, so that's 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24, and they have 1d8. That's 2, so that would be 2, 4, 6, 8.
8. That's
that a wound?
that's not a whole. That's not even a half.
Okay.
So, all right. So
And
now.
then melee, the tree.
Oh, should we finish the
Oh,
combat?
do you want to do that? Yeah.
Just finish the combat out so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to go. 8 of the guys, so that's this one right here and those guys over there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7.
This is 6,
That's 6 and there's 7.
but all of them are there.
I know, but I'm only attacking this unit with
Gotcha.
those ones. And these
Gotcha.
3 are going to have to go against this unit because they're
Yes.
not in rank in
Yeah.
contact. So I'm doing them separately.
Gotcha.
So they're going
Armor
to be
class is 3.
3, and these guys are the 23rd Draconians are 16. So
that's 17 with the open formation.
17 is 21. 21. And
That's 22, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22, and that's going to be, what, the D4, 2D4, so that's going to be...
It's D8.
So 3, so that's going to be 7 times 3, that's 21. So that's going to do 21 toward that elvish unit.
That is 30. So that's a wound on one of them?
Yep.
Do I have a wounded already? Yes. So take these guys out.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. And then I got 3 against that unit right there. Okay, so...
The Plainsman?
Yeah, against the
The
Plainsman.
armor class is 3 as well, so...
16. And so 16, was it -3 or +3 to my AR?
If yours started at 16, then it's 13, 14.
Okay,
So
14.
it's 14, 56, 17.
That's 23?
23. Yeah. And that's a D8.
Okay, yep, D8. So that's
3.
3. And there's 3 of them.
So 3, 6, 9. They have 10, so you wound 1. Do I have a wound?
That's more than half, though. Shouldn't it kill them?
Oh, does it? I thought you had to...
If you do only a third, you wound them. But if you do more than half, I thought it died.
Well, I know that is for regular people going against a unit.
Oh, is it?
It wounds it if it's a regular person, but...
Oh, maybe
it doesn't
mixing them.
matter.
I might be mixing the two up, to be
It's close
completely
enough.
honest. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you have a problem right now.
All right, so I'm going to have the Treants go against
Yes.
them. What was your armor class on them?
They are 5.
He has such a horrible attack rating. 24, that's 16. Is that right? That's 19. And 20. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And it goes to D12. No, D14, I mean, because it starts as a
So 3.
46. So it's 3. Is that a wound?
No, but is that
That's the first one.
Well, hold on. Are we doing this wrong for him? Because he's a character.
Right.
So doesn't he just do like number of wounds, and if he either wounds the unit or kills the unit?
Right. If he if he does over half of the HD.
Okay, so it takes a wound. Okay, so then they're wounded.
So you got 1 wounded. Then the second tree, which is 16. Is that right? No, it's 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oof. 1.
1. That's enough to kill that guy.
And then the third tree is 24. It feels like we're doing this so wrong. So it's 4.
4.
It's a wound.
That's a wound.
And then you attack those trees.
All right, trees.
Get 'em!
Here we go. There's 0, right?
I'm sorry, yes.
And so that's 20, starting at 20. And now it's 31. Oh my gosh. 31.
Whoa.
And that's 3 guys, right? So it doesn't matter, but they're doing D12. D12 is 0.5.
So that's
1.5.
8, 6.
Yeah, 6.
6 hit points.
Yep.
34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. You're getting him. You're definitely getting him.
Maybe.
So that was all their melee.
Oh, we need to roll for them. They lost. They're more than half down.
Morale?
Yeah, morale. They need to roll. Let's see if they run away. Okay. No, they got higher. I rolled a 17 or 15.
Right. If a unit that would otherwise rout is completely surrounded by an enemy unit in closed or open formation, and there's no gap of 1 inch or more to pass through, even a single figure, the routing unit is automatically destroyed and removed from play.
Yeah, I remember that's what
Wow. Okay, that's brutal.
There's a bunch of statues. They'll be there for a few rounds.
Flipping brutal.
There's the forest of statues on that hill there at least until it turned into dust. And, yeah.
Oh man. All right, so that was the melee phase. Is that all of the melee?
Mm-hmm.
Individual combat, unit combat, end of game round. All right.
So it's 7.
Start over at 7.
Here, you can add.
Oh, okay.
Add a 1 to that if you want.
That's cool. Why not? How many do we have to do?
12. Or until we know that I can't get 12 models to the edge of the table and then have another turn to go past it. As soon as we have that point, if I'm not within, let's see, when my fastest movement I can do is these draconians can go 5 inches. Mm-hmm. They would need to be able to run without having anybody block them. They would need 1, 2 turns. They need 3 turns after they break through that clearing. They would need 3 full turns to be able to even get to the edge.
We're rewriting history here. If the Red Dragon Army doesn't bust through to Qualinosti.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're not going to. Okay.
All right. It's initiative. Thank you. Oh.
Yay! I win when I'm losing. All right.
So, initial missile phase. I'm the only one that can do it.
You can shoot right here.
Yes. Okay. So they are border guards. That's 14 plus 1 is 15. 21, 22, 23, 24. D6. It's 2.
Mm-hmm.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. What does that do?
24. Well, you can only kill, I think, 2 of them. So let's see. No, you can kill 3 because there's a wounded one. So yeah, you'd get 3.
Awesome.
Okay, so did they need
rally? Rally. Try to rally your guys running.
Yeah,
you can
right.
do it.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I need to roll a 6, I think was decided. I rolled a 12, so they're going to keep running.
Wow.
So I'm just going to have them move now because honestly it doesn't matter.
Yeah, movement phase next anyway.
Just get them out of the way. Toad, you suck.
He's like, I'm saving my hide. Run!
Bernard's dead. Well, not dead. He's just captured.
That's so funny.
Hopefully the first Dragon Army did better than the second Dragon Army did.
For real.
So, because there's 2 detachments during this invasion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what the description said. Okay. This is one prong of the attack. There's another prong from the attack, and there's a prong from the south, I think.
So funny. We're at the movement phase, right? So they ran off. You want to do some other movements? Before I do mine?
Yeah, I guess I'll just move my Draconians. They're going to keep trying, even though chances are they're going to get to about right here. Actually, no. These guys are going to envenom their blades. They're just going to sit there whole turn envenoming their blades.
No.
Okay.
Does that take a turn, though?
Yeah, it takes a full turn.
Oh. Like, all right, boys, lick your blades.
But it lasts for D3 turns or something like that? What does it say? Is it 3 turns?
2 to 12 rounds. Oh, that's the K-Pack poison paralyzes its victim for that long. Wait, where does it say that?
It says like one. It says like I think it's like 1d3 turns afterwards or something like
and
that.
The ability to poison their swords with venom saliva of the unit can envenom their swords by spending 1 complete game round without moving or fighting. Oh, so if I fight you right now, this turn, you can't do that.
Yeah, but you have to make it to me.
Oh, I could do that.
Which means you have to charge all the way through all these woods.
I could move the elves over there.
Maybe.
Okay. I've got to get to you or else. Or I'm screwed. Okay, so that's you.
They can't
I'm
move.
going to move. They only have a third. They have 9. It takes a third to get past this.
Do you want to charge?
What? That's your movement plus a third?
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, so you just...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could. I get some of them right there.
Problem is, this is the thing is where you kind of go, are they moving as a unit? Because if they move as a unit, then you have to wheel them so they're not going to charge into that unit.
Right.
So you can either charge into this unit and
just move into that
or
unit.
you just basically come down here, but you have to wheel this way, and then you have to wheel back. Mm-hmm. That's the crappy thing about the movement of the formation.
So
it's not like you can just go, hey, I want to just move around these guys. Right. You have to kind of keep them in formation.
So I'm just going to move them. Oh my gosh! Here. And then on their next move, I'll wheel these guys in to meet you.
Okay.
And he's just going to move here. Movement.
Is he still outside the unit though, right?
Yeah.
So
they're facing that way. They would have to do a third of their movement to face this way. And they have 9, so they have 6. So, could I borrow that really quick? They have 6. So they could move to here, to this point right here. And then just, oh no, I just knocked out Porthios. Poor Porthios.
Oh,
what
man.
did he ever do?
Guess your son's never going to be born.
Okay.
Didn't really like him much anyway.
And it's mean. They can't get to you. Ugh! I can't get anyone to get to you. Farts. Okay, so theirs is basically 1, 2. Oh, they have to do about face, and that takes how much?
They don't have to do a full bout. They just have to do a left face, right? Or right face.
If they're going to go over to them. I want them to go up to those K-Packs. Well, start to move toward them.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, those guys have to do a full about face. Yeah, they will.
I just need to see the cost. A half of your movement. So I can move 1, basically. So 1. Just filling in gaps here. To the 1. Keep them a little bit open there. Dang it. You know they're there. So they have 9. So they're already, these guys are facing this way. Mm-hmm. The minority is facing the other way.
Use the reform up, I guess, right?
So I'll just do that. And how much do you think that would cost? Like half my movement?
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair.
So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because every round that you stop me from moving forward is another round that helps you win anyway.
Right.
So if you stop me from going, even like I said, I need 3 turns after the freaking clearing to be able to even win that.
He's gonna move. He's in open territory. Parsalian. I can never find you. He has a movement of 12. Lithe little guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Porthios has movement of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just follow them. And that's my movement. Okay. Do you want to attack my treant?
Not really, but let's go ahead and get it done anyway.
Wait, you can attack the elves too.
I know, I'm going to attack both. So they're going to
Cool.
have 2 guys attack into your elves and then 3 guys attack into your treant. But so the treant got 10, so that's a
Armor class is 0.
armor class is 0. So my blackguard has a 20. So 20 plus 10 is going to be 30. And so 30 with D12s is going to be 0.5. So that's going to be 1.5.
Half, so that's 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and then the other 2 guys are going to
2.
attack into your elves.
They are border
6.
guards with an armor class of 5.
5, so does that take a
So you subtract 5 from whatever you have.
20, so 15. And then
plus 1 for open, so 16 plus whatever your numbers are.
so plus 6, so it's going to be 22.
Ooh, that's good.
I think we're doing this backwards.
You're D8, right?
D12.
Well, they're small, so it's not the large.
Oh, do I
They're
not?
medium, I mean.
Oh, so I don't use the D12 on it? I
Right.
use D8? Gotcha, okay. D8, so that's 3.
So it's 6 hit die total.
Yeah, 6 hit die total.
And it's 10, so that's a wound, or is that a kill?
It's a wound. I think. No, I think it's a wound.
Yeah, I think it is. Yep. Wounded.
Okay.
And
Now it's your turn to hit back.
okay, so first we're gonna do the treants.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it? It's 24. I think it was always 19 because yours is 5, so that's 19. It's 20 with the plus 1, so 20, 21, 26, and it's 14. So that's 3.
3.
3 hit die.
3 hit die will do that. They're 10. So does that do nothing? Or does that wound? That wounds, right?
Yeah, it's wound. And then, wait a second. No. That's not, because it has to do over half their hit die.
Yeah, so that's not enough to wound.
Have we been doing that wrong the whole time?
No, I think we might have messed up back and forth a little bit, but
24 is 4, and that's still not half.
yeah.
So yeah, I think we have been doing it wrong. And it was 21, or it's 20, 21, 22. 22 is 5. That is half, so that's a wound.
Yep.
So the trees, one of them hurt. These guys in melee, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah, I'll give you 4.
They are border guards with a 19, that's 5, that's 4. That's 14, plus 1 is 15. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21, and it's a D8, I believe. Sword is D8, is 4. So that's 4, 8, 16. Right.
16, so that's going to be 1.5. So it'll kill the wound and 1 more.
Okay. And that's all I've got for melee.
Okay, so that drops me down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's still more than half.
10, 11. Okay. We didn't do any magic we couldn't have. So that's it. That's that round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay.
So
Where's your...
turn
Where's the
8.
2?
Turn 8.
Initiative. 2.
3.
You're up again.
Okay, so rally phase, right? Or no, shooting.
Well, initial fire... yeah, I do. These guys right here. No, I can't.
They're more than an inch.
Yeah, I got nothing. Okay. Rally. Morale check.
Okay, rally check. We need a 6 for the hobgoblins to come back. Come on, Toad. 7. Nope, they keep going.
Oh my goodness.
So we said that was 4, right? That's off the table.
Wow.
Toad will live to fight another day.
He's going to be a High Lord. He's got to live for that. Okay. Then it's movement, right?
Yeah. So I would charge with these guys into that unit if I could. But I'm not supposed to measure before I do it, so I don't think they'll make it though, because they have a 15 normal charge, but they get with a charge they get a plus a third to it, right?
Yeah.
So that would be in a 20.
Right.
So which means that if I get only a third of 20, is going to be
6 plus
and a half or something like that. 6.5.
6. That'll make that.
Would you think so? Okay, I'll go for it.
Visually, I don't. It does.
I'll charge it.
It looks like it.
I'll charge into that unit if it hits.
That's
them
totally
great.
6.
Let's see.
That's got to be 6.
That's 6.
Yeah,
So you say that
that's good enough.
that works? Okay.
for sure.
Oh wait. Oh no, that is that unit. Okay. So.
You got one of them in direct melee, so you're good.
And then these guys right here,
They're like, rah.
they can't charge into more than one unit, right?
Right.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's your move. My move, I'm going to wrap around. So,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wrap around here to actually bring these guys into flank. I'll do that too.
Oh, okay.
Because I still have movement to do that, so I'm gonna be bringing these guys over here, and then you can wrap around afterwards. Now you can wrap around.
So
Get as many guys in contact as you can.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And they could
7,
still go
8.
there too.
I think this one can do 9 here to get that guy. These guys can definitely move here, and this guy can definitely move over here. And then movement for
But
these.
he can't be more than an inch away from his compatriots.
Ooh, okay, that's fair. Then he's just gonna kick it. Movement. So
You can move him to be closer next round, so like he's closer to do the lap around over here. So get him, like push him over.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So next
Okay.
round he could lap and get into combat.
And these guys, they're going to do the 45. And there's only 3 width here. So that's 1, 2. 45 again is 3. What am I doing?
I'm not sure. What do you?
45 is just 1, so I have to do a 90, and so that's a third.
What is
right?
it you want to do with them? Do you want to get them into combat
I
with?
think I want to get him over here.
Because I think you could just charge this unit. All you'd do is just measure from the distance of this right here, and you just would move right in
Because
1
his
inch.
would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you'd easily be able to charge into them.
Okay. Come on. Just, oh, sorry, I'm like knocking everything.
It's all right.
Like,
I think we got maybe 2
I'm
turns.
blocking the camera. Sorry, people.
We got like 2 turns left, if that. I think this is going to be called in less than 2 turns.
He'll stay there for movement. Movement. These guys will wrap around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he'll just follow around.
I want an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a thing back then.
I mean, I think that's as good as I can get. These guys will move here, so that at least that one guy can get.
Do you want to? Because they haven't charged. I haven't charged into them, so they can charge into me. And that you.
I mean, it doesn't. They're still going to attack on their attack turn, right?
No, they have to charge to go into combat. I think that's what the rules said. It's like you just have to say you're charging, and all you're doing is that means you're moving into combat with me.
As long as you're base to base, you can attack.
Yeah, but you can't. I think
the only benefit of charge is that you can move extra, and you have to end in combat.
Well, see, I thought you had to use a charge to get into combat. It's like it doesn't matter because it doesn't do anything other than give you that extra 1/3. So
Okay.
all I'm saying is I think it's the rules.
Well, in any case,
it doesn't matter.
I'll charge into that right now.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I think movement is good.
All right.
Missile and magic.
Do you have?
I didn't move Parcelian this turn, but he doesn't really have anything that can go that far. Okay, let's just your turn.
Okay. Which one do we want to do first? Let's do this one over here because this is the one that's probably gonna be done really quick. So we got 3 against your big guy.
Those K-Pax.
20. So 20 plus 9, so that's be 29.
Who are you attacking?
The treant.
Okay.
29 with a D12 is 1. So that's 3 total.
So that's 4, 8, 12.
12 damage.
12 damage. That's good.
That's the best I've done.
Dude, he only has 10 hit points left.
That's the best I think I've done this entire
Yeah.
combat. Okay, so those 3 right here were the ones fighting him. So that's
Right.
so that means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are going against your elves.
Yes.
So 6 against the elves. So that
Their
is
border guard. Their armor class is 5.
Black Legion is 20, so that's 15, right?
Yes.
Plus 1 because you're skirmish or open.
16.
So
That's
16 plus 9, so 16, so that's 25. And they're using D8, so that's 2 times 6,
8, 10,
so 12. So that 1.
And they're 10s, so that's 1, yeah.
And you have a wounded.
There's a wounded.
So, yeah.
I'll have
Okay, and then now your retaliation.
Okay. Treants first because they probably aren't going to do anything. So it was 20, 24, 25. It was 14. That's 3. That's not enough. 20, 25, 26, 27. That's not enough. 26, 7. That's not enough. Okay, so they are wiped. Now we got the border guard. That's 19. Those are 5. That's 14, 15 with the 1. 22, and they are D8, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's
30, right?
3 times 10, 30, yeah.
30?
Yeah.
So 30 is going to do 3 guys. So 3 guys die. So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Whoa. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could attack those orcs.
I have less than 10. I have less than half my unit left. Do you want me to roll morale for them?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want me to wait to do that?
We can wait.
Okay, go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so you want to do these guys now?
Yeah, I got to figure out. That's the first Qualinosti.
So I think I go first. I got initiative on this one, right? So I do my combats first?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
So these 3 right here are going to go against this unit.
Okay.
So those 3 are using, they are Kopak Draconians.
Oh yeah, it's 3 game rounds that they're poisoned.
After the first
So
round.
this is the first round.
Yeah, so, all right, so we're going to go ahead and do, this is AR's 20, and they're the elves.
That is the border guard, or that's the first, and theirs is 3.
3, so that's going to be 17?
Yeah, plus 1 for open, so 18.
18. Plus 5.
That's
so
a good one, dude.
23, right? And these Draconians are using 1d6. Oh, so this is the thing that's weird about the Draconian. They're 1d8 plus poison. So 1d8.
3.
And then they have poison. So what?
It's 3, 6, 9.
Yeah.
I just have to save versus poison to see if it affects me.
And it paralyzes, right? That's all
So
it does.
9 for them is they have a 10, so that's a wound.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. Not enough to kill him, but enough to wound him.
And then 3 different units have to save versus poison. So their poison save is paralyzation. Poison is 13. No.
So one's paralyzed.
Eek.
Another
4
one's
is
paralyzed.
not gonna do it. Hey. And
3 are paralyzed.
for 2 to 12 rounds. You want to roll 2d6 to
2d6.
tell me how long I'm paralyzed? That sucks.
4. Do I do it for all of them or just one?
4 rounds. It's up to you. However you
Let's
want
just
to
do it one.
That'll
That's
be
easier.
So 4 rounds paralyzed. So 3 of them are paralyzed for 4 rounds. That's the first. 3 times 4 rounds paralyzed. Okay. You got to attack the other ones?
Yeah, let's go and attack the other one. See how this round ends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are
No,
you doing
2
these?
into the humans. 2 into the humans.
Okay. Theirs is 3.
3. Okay. So that's good. That's good. Okay. So we got 20.
That's
Plus
really
minus
good.
3 is going to be 17. Plus 1 to be 18. So 20 is going to be total. 20, and these are going to be d8s.
It's 4.
4. It's
And
only
how
2
many?
of them. 2 of them are hitting in there.
So that's 8. Damn. That's a wound. Right? They're 10.
It's a wound. So do I need to roll for?
I have to save versus poison twice.
Okay.
Why do I keep losing that?
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you saved 1.
Yeah, there's a 17, so I barely saved.
And they get the 1 unit that got in there is paralyzed is for 10 rounds.
Times. Oh my gosh.
So does that just mean that they can't fight at all?
They can't do anything. They can't
Yes.
move. They can't fight.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so then the last one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, right?
6.
7.
7. Yeah, 7 to
The
your other
elves.
elven unit.
That's the second unit. That's 5.
5, so that means I have 15 plus 1 because you're skirmish, so that's 16. And that's 16, that's going to be 25. 25.
It's 2.
Versus D8 is 2.
2 times 6 is 12.
Yeah,
So that's
12.
1. That doesn't do enough to wound one of them, does it?
Nope, I don't
And
think
then, wait. So they were attacking 6 different people, right?
So yeah,
So 5 people have to save. Is
I-
that correct?
I guess I think that's kind of a lot, but yeah.
But I mean,
I only
so-
hit 1 unit. That guy only killed 1 full unit. So would that equal to me wounding?
So then I mean, technically you took 2 to 1 unit. So I'll save 1 for that 1 unit
Okay, that sounds good.
because you didn't wound it, but you did cut it. Is that the 12 is 14?
So they
It's
saved.
these elves, right? Yeah,
Yes,
so
they
they
saved.
saved.
Okay.
Oh,
Now
mama.
you get to retaliate, but they get how they can't use how many of
I
their
kind of just want to cry a little bit.
how many can they not use though? They can only use not 3.
So that is this one. They're missing these front 3 here. So they got 1, 2.
So 2 can
They got
fight back.
2 that they can fight. So we'll start with there.
Okay.
And those are 5 armor class.
Yeah, 4.
4, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 at AD8. 19 at AD8 is 5.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
awesome.
10.
That's awesome. Okay, so these guys are 20. No, these guys are 30 hit dice.
So it's a wound?
It needs
Is
to
it
be
a
half,
third
right?
or a half for wounding? I know for a person it has to be a half, but for a unit,
I think is it a third? So if it's how much did you do?
10.
10. Yeah, that's a third. So
But I'm guessing off memory. I want to.
we'll just make it easy and say they're wounded.
Okay.
We can look it up later.
Yeah. It's right here. Well, anyway, I'll look at that in a second. And then these guys attacked Did these guys attack at all?
They get to, but how many did they?
These guys didn't attack, did they?
No, not yet. You only attacked with these guys.
Okay.
So these guys have 2 guys that can't attack.
So,
right?
Plainsmen, only one of them.
Only one. Okay, so that means
So 1, 2,
3 of them get a beat.
3, 4, because that guy.
Oh yeah,
could.
that's right. Yep.
So
Actually, you
4.
could get 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only one.
Oh, right.
So
5. What's your armor class? 4?
4.
So that's 16, 17. Oh, jeez. 19, 20, 24. That sucks, dude. 2. So that's 10.
10.
So that's a wound.
That's a third. Right? Oh,
Yeah.
so you
So that would take the wounded one off?
Yep, that takes the wounded off.
And then the elves. The second Qualinosti unit behind them is 19. So it's 4. 18, 17, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24. Wait. What?
What was
16,
16
22,
plus?
23. So D8 is 3. Did they have any
1, 2,
paralyzation?
3,
They
4,
didn't.
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 times 3 is
24.
math.
24. So that's going to kill... That's another wound because it's...
That's 1. Yeah, that's a wound.
Yep.
And that's me. That's all I got.
Okay, so do I need to roll for...
So these guys, I think, have to do a morale check.
They have to do morale? Let's see. So 12.
So let's look at some of these modifiers, because there's a bunch.
Okay, so their
So
morale
50% is -2.
They failed.
Oh, okay.
They failed. They are exactly
So
12
they
right now. So
have to do 1.5 their movement divided by 3.
And so their movement is normally going to be, Black Legion is normally 9.
Well, it's 1.33 their movement.
Yeah, so that means a 12.
And
so
a
then
third
we get
is 4.
4. So they're going to go 4
Direct
away.
Opposite.
So
That's it, right? Is
Yeah.
that this round?
that's the end of the round, yeah. So
All right.
ultimately, do you want to...
I mean, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 that haven't run, so you can't have them get there and win. The only chance is to have those not rout and then run forward.
But the problem is I don't have 12 of them.
I mean, it's just 12 total. Right?
So what I'm trying to say is,
I don't think
at this
is gonna
point,
happen.
I know it's not going to happen because by the time these guys finally if they win or not, I'm going to lose at least a few of them.
Right.
And so they're
And then
already
you
less than
won't have
12.
12.
These guys right here are less than 12. There's no way I can do it unless you turn and break on everything.
Right.
Which isn't going to happen. You're elves. So
Okay.
I think
That
it's
is the game.
a good game, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you for trying this out for the first time with me and for hosting all of this. You can't hear him, can you, over there? You have to edit out your audio. Let us know what you guys think about this. How often did we get the rule callings wrong? How were we doing the entire combat math backwards? Because it certainly felt like it.
It did to me too, actually.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a fun experiment just to see what it was like. I am interested to run AD&D with the original modules and then use this on like the High Claris Tower combat, the ice wall battle. I think that would be really cool. Maybe even the battle in Naraka at the very end.
It's possible. The thing I was wondering is the second edition version of the rules better?
Yeah, I think it is.
If the better,
And I do have that Castles box set that I'd like to try out, so we will have to come back to that as well.
because I have the biggest thing I have to say is I don't like some of the rules, the way that they're written,
Yep.
because they're confusing.
They're not clear.
But I think that the way that the game, you can actually have a really big battle is awesome.
Oh, for sure. Especially, and this is the heart of Dungeons and Dragons. This is where it came from. So,
Yeah.
I think it was Douglas Niles that wrote the rules for this. I was looking to see if his name was on it.
Yeah.
He was trying to go back to the original chainmail era, which was the beginning of Gary Gygax creating D&D in the first place. So I think this is, interesting. It is very complex, very numbers driven. I don't think I'll play it again unless we do it in a module. So I won't just pull this out and just say, hey, let's do a battle. I think that kind of sucks for that. But we'll have to see what second edition has. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic day. Until next time, Slanjavar.